Time is it?
Cooking turkey time!
Reach in there and pull it out.
What is this?
It's turkey dick.
Ew!
Johnny.
Yes, Papa.
Stealing boots?
No, Papa.
Telling lies?
No, Papa.
Oh God, you took the wrong son.
Good morning to you! Good morning to you! We're all in our places! We're so amazing!
Why did you make me do this? You're fighting so you can watch all of these mascots die. Think, Luigi. You'll outlast every fragile, insignificant franchise in this game. You'll live to see these series turn into pachinkos or mobile only. Everything and every game from your childhood will be ruined. What will you have after 500 consoles?
You, Mario. I'd still have you.
Professor, I'm 10 years old and I'm ready to pick a Pokemon.
Not until I get mine first, dork. Now, boys, you'll both get your chance. Now, before I can give you your Pokemon, you have to answer a few questions for me.
Okay, shoot.
All right. Well, first, are you a boy or a girl?
Huh? I'm, a boy, right? Right, I'm a boy?
Why are you asking me?
I don't know, it was just like a kind of a curveball. I'm a boy.
Now, what is your name?
You don't remember my name?
Who would want to remember you?
Shut up, Gary. It's Ash.
Ah, yes, of course, Ash. Now, to your left, that's your rival, my grandson. You've known each other for years. What's his name?
Grandpa? Grandpa, what are you doing?
What's his name, Ash?
Is he having a stroke? Grandpa, come on. it's not funny. Grandpa, it's Gary. Gary Oak? I'm your grandson. You can't forget me.
What's his name,
Mom
Ash?
said you were forgetting, but... no!
What's his name, Ash?
Come on! It was so many years left. Come on! It's Gary Oak! Ash, can you call my mom? I think he's forgetting. Dick fuck.
What? Ah, yes, my grandson, Dick Fuck.
What?
Ash, you must be prepared for the journey ahead.
My name isn't...
You will meet great
No.
foes and
No.
many Pokemon.
No.
This is a pretty hardcore origin story.
It's okay. We're gonna figure it out.
Were you followed?
No, I don't think so.
No, my husband can't join your team. He's a bald fucking pussy. He's even a useless father to Marin.
Marin can join our team then. That's okay, right? You know how to do an RKO, Marin? If we have a baby on our team, another fighter will kill her by mistake and get disqualified. You cold motherfucker.
Is my baby in danger at this tournament?
No! We sent some real, hidden potential in Marin. Like when Gohan went crazy against Raditz. Or some shit like that.
Okay, that's fine then.
Alright!
Turn around now, and you can go home in one piece. But if you don't, just remember, going down this path was your choice.
Yo, what's good, everybody? How's it going? It's your boy, Ronald Dragon America here. Back at it again. Doing my 108th live stream today. Ronald Dragon Speaks. Just waiting for my good buddy. Oh, hold up. Ah, there he is. One of my good buddies. What's good, buddy?
How you doing, bro?
Hey there.
Ah, nice. Good to see you again, Ronald.
See.
Oh, is something wrong with your mic? It's cutting off.
Any better? Any better?
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, it's better now. I think it's my Wi-Fi. Hold on, let me turn the Wi-Fi off.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, oh God, I hope I don't have any dysfunction, misfunctions or malfunction or anything going on. It's been a while since I did a live stream like this. Girl, wait for something bad to happen. I know Anime AJ is supposed to be showing up. He's in milk, but he's on his way.
All right, now the Wi-Fi should be good to go. Honestly, it is fucking good to be back.
I know, right? It's good to be live streaming again. I ain't gonna lie, kind of missed it.
Yeah, I was actually gonna stream.
I missed you guys too.
Yeah, I missed you too. I was actually gonna stream right now, but I didn't know. I think I didn't even notice you were gonna be streaming today. But I was actually gonna be streaming right now, but I saw you streaming, so I had to cancel my stream.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry to do that to you.
Yeah. I was actually going to be streaming today.
Make it to you.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to be streaming today because I usually stream on every Fridays, but every Friday I usually stream, but whew. But
I'm tired of putting, because I've been wanting to do a live stream, but I've been putting it off so much. I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to do a live stream. So I scheduled it for Friday. I originally thought, right?
Sorry, go ahead.
I originally thought doing it during the weekend. I really thought doing it during the weekend, but it was like, nah, I don't want to wait that long. I think everybody's getting tired of seeing the game stream. They want to see a live stream for once or more.
Well, good thing you're back. That's all that matters.
Yeah. I'm back.
Yeah. So I had a lot of stuff to do, and I had some drama to deal with another guy that was going nuts on my server, all because he misses a former friend of his. Yeah, he was like going nuts on my server. So yeah, he was going ballistic, and he kind of went too obsessed. So I had to ban him from my server.
Yeah. Yeah, those types you gotta be wary of and be careful of. Because you never know what they might do or what they might be capable of doing.
Yeah, the good thing I banned him from my server because he's kind of lost his head there.
Yeah. Hey, it's a good thing he don't know who you are and where you live, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't really know. I mean, I've had his back the entire time ever since his former friends left him, but ever since he kind of went and used me just to get back at them, or actually I don't want to say use, but I'd say me and him had to team up one time because I had a beef with him as well, but it all went downhill when he started obsessing over his this one dude. You get the picture, so.
Yeah. Hey, guys, new. How's it going, Nip? Welcome. Or Sleepy Lulu.
Sleepy Lulu, that's his name.
Welcome to my live stream.
Oh,
what's up, Nip?
Nothing much. I noticed you got music in the background. Miss Enemy never had that.
What's up, man? Hey, how's it going, buddy?
Nap, I see you met my good buddy Ronald.
Yeah, I think I remember I saw him in the Discord server.
Bro, this is for
Yeah, I saw him like he was in the Discord server of Eevees, I remember correctly. I noticed you have music in the background. I was like looking like, bro, how come Miss Enemy don't have that in the background?
I actually have rock music in my stream, Snap. I actually have music in my streams too.
Okay, we all gotta talk to him about that. I didn't use it. I think I would make the. Oh. Oh, someone said something about his audio is cutting in and out.
Yeah, I had to turn on the Wi-Fi, connect my phone to the Wi-Fi. Phone's kind of messing up right now, so I connect to Wi-Fi. But what's up, Nip? How's it going? Welcome.
Doing good. Just recently uploaded my latest artwork on Picture today.
Nice. I'd like to see some of your artwork if that's cool with you.
Oh, that's fine. I don't have a problem with it.
Cool.
Where's my... Oh my god. I'm so disorganized.
No
judgment. Yeah, I just got done finished Genshin Impact. Well, my dailies in Genshin, of course, because typical Genshin fan, I guess, right?
I mean, we all have a fair love of gacha games, so we could say like Blue Archive is pretty good. Blue Archive's also a good one.
Oh boy, don't get me started about Blue Archive. You would never hear the end out of me. The amount of times I play Genshin, it's ridiculous. I mean, not both Blue Archive and Genshin.
I mean, we still get good games in the future, but yeah.
Yo, what up, my homies?
Wait.
Hey, Stefan.
That's Stefan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my brother. Yeah, we're the Dragon Brothers.
Oh.
Yeah,
Not
this is my
bad.
little brother.
Yeah. As long as he got my back, I got his back. They say, AJ, we're like the double dragons.
That's what you should do. I mean, family stick together. Am I right?
Yeah, you can say like
Yeah,
we're
the
like
points.
Edward and Alphonse.
You know, we have our arguments with each other. We can never truly hate each other.
Ain't that right?
You shouldn't be in the first place.
And he also
We're not like Sasuke and Itachi.
Yeah, and Stefan usually joins my stream nowadays.
Yeah.
It's a similar.
Fire those down, so I be
There's
keeping
another
them.
Sleepy Lulu.
Who?
Is that you? There's another Sleepy Lulu.
I'm here.
Wait, who? Oh, sorry. Who is this
So
anyway?
somebody-
A new guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a
Huh.
friend of Mr. Anime's and a friend of mine's.
Nice to meet you, pal.
This is the reason all work I did recently. So
Whoa.
Nice.
Oh, hey, Evil Sonic.
Cool.
What's good, Evil
Yeah.
Sonic? How's it going, buddy?
and besides, if you don't stick together with your family, then well, resolve it somehow. I guess.
Yeah.
Tell that to Sam and Dean.
Yeah. But I'm kind of glad because on that StreamYard's upgrade, kind of self-upgraded. Because now instead of doing 6 people, you can have 10.
10.
Sure.
Yeah. 10 people
Good
on the
God, that's a
panel.
lot.
Because I used to have a. I used to hate the
think you have to-
limitations.
Oh, I think you have
I
to.
used to hate
I think you have to have like a premium to add 10 people in stream.
Well, it just let me have it on 7 just now. It says I can have 10 now, and I don't pay for none of this service.
Wait, you have premium?
Yeah.
No, I don't pay for nothing.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 of us.
I can literally fit it on 3 more. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Cool.
Cool.
Bro, sorry to interrupt it and everything. May I say something to you guys right quick?
Go ahead.
Okay? My brother is already aware. Well, I don't know if he was, but I don't know if he got the message from his phone or the Google message and everything. But
Who heard about the announcement of a new Bleach game coming?
I never heard of that.
Oh,
Wait,
I
Bleach
never
is
heard of
all
this.
these?
Wait, there's a new
Yep.
game?
The
Yep.
last time I heard about it was on the PS3, if I remember correctly, or the PS4. Damn.
You mean
well.
Bleach Soul or Bleach Soul Resurrection?
Bleach
Yeah.
Resurrection is so good.
Yeah, that was the last one I heard. Like, I'm old.
Yeah, the Bleach Soul Resurrection was fun, but they could have put a little more stuff in there. That skipping thing.
I mean, hell, it's better than the recent Dragon Ball games and Naruto games, so that's one thing for certain.
Yeah. Well, my brother saw it. I showed it to him and everything. They're making a new game called Bleach Rebirth of Souls.
Nice.
They used AI, didn't they?
Yep. And the graphic games and everything is a little compared to Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero, which
How do I-
everybody.
How did I got that correct somehow?
What?
I have no idea.
With the AI part.
Oh.
I mean, at least a good thing. I mean, hopefully the quality anime games get better. Cause I'll be honest, I kind of miss some. I mean, anime games now I think about it.
Yeah. Some of my pals who likes anime and everything don't really give a damn about Dragon Ball Sparking Zero or something.
Well, honest opinion, I'm gonna say like this. I feel like the quality of anime games could be a lot better, especially when you're paying so much for them.
Exactly.
No, it's not that. It's just that some of my friends are getting tired of Dragon Ball Z games and everything because
No,
they're like
the quality
repeating
could be
stories
better.
over and over.
No, the quality literally can't be better because, for starters, like I know that they'll give us all these wow graphics when it comes to anime games, but everything else, when you pay more attention, be lacking somewhere. whether it
Yeah,
be the
that's
gameplay to some extent or online play or something, or even a story, or there's not enough story.
Well, hell, the soundtrack could be shit as well too. That's another factor.
That's true. You have a rare few that you'll find a small handful of good soundtracks, but the rest kind of be either basic or trash.
Yep. So yeah, the Dragon Ball Sparky Zero and the Bleach Brave Rebirth of Souls, they're actually using the same graphics.
Jeez, that's embarrassing. Well, actually, hey, at least not using ray tracing and not costing $70, right? So that's a plus in itself.
I don't know yet. They're still doing some improvements.
Hey, but quick question: have any of y'all ever touched or played Power World yet? Who has played Power World?
I have PayPal.
I have Power World.
I respect the Power World. I mean, my brother created me an avatar.
Wait, you
It's
said
like you're playing Pokemon.
Honestly, I be honest about it. I heard about Power World and I thought it was like, wait, is this like Digimon?
No. Oh well, at least that's a new one. Well, usually people call it Pokemon with guns, but you say it's like Digimon. Okay, I say that's new. That's new, but
yeah.
Other than that, it's kind of, you can say it's kind of like a satire of Pokemon, but not really. It does have its uniqueness, but it still draws great inspiration from Pokemon, and it's more R-rated. Let's put it like that.
So it's a more, it's like, it's close to Persona, but just like what with Pokemon, if I remember correctly. I guess. Huh. Damn.
I already started multiple accounts on my Power World game.
On the Xbox?
Yeah. I'm trying to also expand to the PC with it, so that I can stream on YouTube.
PC? You mean on the computer?
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, do you even have an emulator?
You don't really need an emulator. Not all of them.
A lot of people say they need an emulator for that.
Not all of them require an emulator. Not these type of games.
I see.
Like, so sometimes it's built in the computer itself.
Sometimes people rely on emulator than system games. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, y'all have y'all been playing Street Fighter 6 just like me and my brother?
Oh, one of my friends in real life is doing playing that game nowadays.
Really?
Yeah, he's playing Street Fighter 6.
Well, get this. We got some more new characters coming on Street Fighter 6. You guys already seen Kuma and Bison, right?
No. I haven't really touched Street Fighter for a long time, but...
Oh. We're getting crossover characters and a character from the Street Fighter 4. Terry Bogard's coming to Street Fighter 6, along with Mai Shiranui and Elena from Street Fighter 4.
Honestly, my favorite character is Sagat.
I wonder if they'll let him join in.
Hopefully. Because Sagat is kind of like Kenpachi, but without hair. Like, Kenpachi has spiked hair, and Sagat is bald, so they can be different because they're two eye patches.
Wait a minute.
I don't think he got that crazy over battle.
Who's like Kenpachi?
Sagat.
He said Sagat.
No, I disagree. I'm sorry, I disagree.
Damn.
Yeah, sorry, man. I had to go with my brother. Sagat's not that crazy.
Kenpachi way too goated. Sagat's not on the same level.
I gotta turn off from you. I gotta agree with Ronnie D. There's no.
Yeah,
Sagat's
not that
gonna
crazy,
disrespect the
man.
GOAT like that. No. You're not gonna compare. Look, I like Sagat, but I don't like him that much to compare him to Kenpachi. No.
Wait,
I will not let that thing go.
Yeah,
Sagat values children. He ain't that crazy.
Yeah, but Ronald, he has a literal iPad. He literally has a literal iPad.
Wait, what?
Oh, so that's why you said that.
Wait. Let me say something. Let me say my piece here. Okay, Goro Majin for Yakuza got an iPad. You gonna say that he's on? You can compare him to Kenpachi as well? Could you compare him to Sagat as well?
Wait,
I thought they looked alike.
There are a lot of characters. There are a lot of badass characters who got eye patches. But you gonna compare them to because they got an eye patch?
Yeah, whether they have a special eye or no eye.
That's not a very good a comparison, dude. I'm being lenient with you.
Come on, man. Don't tase me.
I'm not teasing you. Bro, I'll give you kid gloves. If you had said it to any other person in any other group, they would have been going in on you. I'm not going in on you. I'm just educating.
Hold on a second. Good question. Who are you guys talking about again? I need to see this person. I don't know who you guys talking about.
Which one? You on which one? Name the one I'm talking about. He's talking about.
The one with the eye patch.
There's two of them. There's the guy from Street Fighter, and there's Kenpachi from Bleach. And the one I mentioned is Goro Majima from Yakuza.
Yeah.
Like, just because they got eye patches don't make them the same. Because here's the difference, though. Kenpachi has his eye patch on for a reason. He to suppress his enormous power. Sagat, Sagat just rocks it just because, you know.
He had a
Sagat lost his eye.
He had his little beauty mark.
No, Sagat literally lost his eye.
Yeah, he's hiding his beauty mark. That's why I said it. Trying to keep it PG.
Yep. Yeah.
But,
you mean?
I like Bleach. I know a lot of Bleach, but let's just say, I used to think that Sagat and Kenpachi were alike in a way because they had eye patches, but okay, maybe I might be in the wrong here. So maybe you corrected me thoroughly.
Huh.
Yeah.
I never really
let's keep it a buck. When Kenpachi takes his patch off, he all hell breaks loose. He's wrecking everybody. Everybody getting up your ass. Everybody's getting.
He releases 100 of his spiritual.
Everybody's getting wrecked. But when Sagat takes his patch off, it's just, okay. So what are you gonna do? You got a power up or something? Nothing. Oh, okay. So you get no power. You get nothing. So nothing happens when you take your patch off.
Wait, hold up, Trey. Doesn't Juri have an eye patch as well? She did lose her eye.
Yeah, that's it. Now, if you maybe said Juri, I'll probably give you a little bit of a pass. Because at least when she, behind her eye patch, she got a power up behind it. Her feng shui engine. That would have been a better comparison. I still call it sin to compare her to him, but it would have been a much more sound one.
Yes, but Juri hasn't mastered the feng shui and everything because it's still unstable.
Yeah, still a power up though.
True.
So wait,
she back.
The same character in Street Fighter 6, I meant to say, was also in Street Fighter 4. I'm like, God damn it. How did I miss out on this though?
When you see something exciting, man, don't miss out on it.
I mean, the last time I played Street Fighter, it was 4, so I was interested in that with the, arcade version of that game. Back then, when they have Winners again. Oh, God.
Yeah, we know. My brother has regular Street Fighter, and it's his favorite because he loves that music.
Yeah.
You know that music, bro?
Which one?
The regular Street Fighter 4. You love that music, just like me.
Oh, you're talking about Indestructible.
Yep.
I have arcade edition, so...
Hey, that's the kind of music you play in the gym when you're working out and you're just trying to go hard.
Yep, or when you're fighting.
And I'd say you're working on the gym.
Working out? You know, this is Street Fighter kids got their music and everything. Where's our theme music? We got our avatars and we're fighting too. But where's our theme music?
Hello, I'm playing background music.
That's not what I'm talking about, Trey. I'm talking about our avatars. We're fighters too.
Yeah, but we're nobody, though. That's the thing.
So what? Just because we're nobody, we don't get no theme music? This is way worse than forcing.
Yeah, exactly. we basically get the NPC shaft.
We deserve to get badass music.
Nah, we're NPCs who parade as main characters.
Well, that blows.
That's pretty much Street Fighter 6 World Tour. You're playing as the main NPC amongst and facing up against the main characters in the series.
So what? We just hit the streets? We fight characters that get their music, but we don't get our music when we get in a serious fight?
Welcome to that NPC life.
Man, shit.
Damn.
Damn, nigga.
If there was a music, I would pick the one Indestructible. That would be my music.
Except you're NPC, so then you must not be indestructible.
You're one
if you're an NPC. Like, apparently you forgot the point. What the point of an NPC is to be just there.
Well, it is how it is at that point. It is how it is at that point.
Oh, please, Trey. You would really want your theme music too when you're fighting.
I mean, I'll just make my own, but I don't see the point because I'm an NPC.
Wait, but if
Parading as the main character.
Hold on a second. If you make your own, though, wouldn't technically speaking, you're not NPC? You're a main character at that point?
Yeah, make yourself into a main character. A main NPC.
Except we don't really get character creation on Tekken 8. We only get mini avatars, just like on the damn Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Oh no. I heard about that game.
It's not that bad. It's still fun to play.
I'll take you up for that one.
Oh, y'all know that Sony is teaming up with Power World to create merchandise and stuff and possibly put it on their own other platforms as well, like PlayStation.
Watch them fucking censor the game. I'm not too confident they're gonna. Yeah, I think they're gonna censor the game.
Hey, y'all, let's ask my bro something. Hey, Trey, of all the characters in Tekken you're waiting for, who do you really want back?
I can't talk. Goddamn.
Oh, chill, bro.
Did I ever mention that I mod a subreddit dedicated to lewd anime memes?
Really?
You do? Wow.
Yeah, he does. Or maybe.
Matter of fact, why don't we let the man Anime AJ talk since he brought it up? You got the floor, Anime AJ.
Yeah. So you're kind of joke. Well, while you guys were chatting, I'm just listening. In the background, I'm checking out my subreddit. I've got 321 looters over at r/lewdanimes. Bros, my subreddit is in the top. What was it? Top 50% or something? Let me double check because I just uploaded a new post. Yeah, top 33. Top 33%. We got 300 people in climbing.
Let's go.
Hey, that's actually a good thing though. Glad so.
Yeah, there's no naughty, nasty stuff, but it's just jokes and allusions too.
It better not be.
Don't worry. If it's really that bad, if it's really that raunchy, there is a rule requiring NSFW.
Okay, it's very raunchy stuff.
It's all supposed to be tasteful. A lot of it is supposed to be tasteful jokes.
Really? Who posted that video?
Well, like one post I got, Stefan, that you might find funny. It shows the main character from you guys know Castlevania?
Yeah.
Okay, it's got one of the main characters from Castlevania series with the whip, and he whips Wario. Wario's like, "Wah!" And then he whips Zelda, and she's like, "Yeah!" And then he whips Link, and he goes, and, you know, like he enjoys it. And everybody's like, "Wait, what the fuck?"
What the hell, AJ?
It's always the quiet one. That's all I can say. It's always the quiet one.
You're right.
Yeah, right, Trey. You be into that whip stuff too.
I don't know, man. I need some help though, because a lot of the people who come to the subreddit and cast their votes, they don't seem to care much for feet. And I'm not into feet, but I've been finding a lot of really good art with anime girl feet.
AJ, you're not going to sit here and talk about no foot fetish stuff.
I never understood foot fetish. Like, I never thought of
I don't understand it either. I don't understand it either. But I mean, you look at the art. I mean, these are like pieces of art of anime girls, and the feet look really, really good. Like they're detailed, they're clean, the pictures are pretty, and it's like, I guess I could see why guys might like feet, you know?
Oh
The
my
fact that
lord!
there's that much detail in the feet says something.
Can we
Yeah.
please not talk about foot fetish?
Well,
We're
I mean,
talking about foot fetish, we're talking about art, Stefan. It's art.
yeah. No, the
Have
speaking
you
of
ever watched a King of the Hill or Family Guy of makes feet?
I mean, dude, think about this. People are into feet as much as most guys are into boobs. It's really not. It's really, if you think about it, the logic's there.
Then
Like,
there's
what's
me.
so special about boobs, right?
Then there's me in the distance who likes well, mid-wilf. So yeah.
AJ,
And,
I didn't want to tell you this, but
that's my thing.
people
I'm
don't
not
really
gonna
do
deny
art.
it. I'm not into feet, but I love belly buttons.
I love
Really,
boobs.
Trey?
Belly buttons are where it's at.
Hell,
I love boobs.
Hold on, guys. AJ, I didn't want to tell you this, but people don't really do foot art.
Stefan, stop. If you like belly buttons, everyone in chat, give me a hell yeah.
Sorry, I'm not really much into belly buttons.
What about you, Ned? Sound like you were gonna say hell yeah. Nah?
I don't have an issue with it. It's better than fucking. It's
But
better
it's
than.
midriff! It's midriff!
Yeah, I have no problem with it.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I'm sometimes into belly buttons, but not much, AJ. So I kind of had to disagree. So I'm
You
not
don't,
really.
you don't
like
think that's
tits, my
cute?
guy.
You don't think a girl's belly button is cute when she's wearing a bikini or anything?
Well, yes, it is actually. I do agree with that.
That's, I mean, I'm not saying that's a fetish per se.
Yeah, but I
mean,
pay more
belly
attention to the
button-
bikini than the body, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
I do
Lord.
into the boobs and butts.
Nah, I
Really?
pay more attention to the ass that's being covered by the bikini. If you know what I mean. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Hey, look.
Bro,
At least we can all
control yourself,
acknowledge.
man.
At least we can all acknowledge. Let me turn down my volume if I'm too loud here. At least we can all acknowledge that hand holding is the most lewdest and most erotic thing that nobody should be doing when they're out in public. Am I right?
I think that was in high school.
Let me break
so-
it down for you, Mark.
Are you kidding me? Jeez, what are you guys, quagmires?
I know you ain't talking.
I personally like
ain't.
thighs,
That's
too.
how you guys are acting.
I personally like
Look,
thighs,
I
too.
know feet. I know people. Not everybody here is into feet, but we can all agree that hand holding is just plain wrong in public, right?
Huh? I don't agree with that one. I actually like hand holding.
You are so disgusting. You disgust me. Get out of here right now. That is so lewd. How dare you?
Well, hey, you're talking to someone who actually talked to someone in real life, so oh no, the crime of talking to people, no.
Jay, are you listening to AJ?
Yes.
You disgust me.
Go
I
on.
never hear AJ talk like that.
Hey, when am I never
Who's
discussed?
ready for that Wolverine Deadpool movie?
You know I am. I already
I'm ready.
beat the
I'm
Deadpool
ready.
game.
I am so ready. I am so hard. That's how excited I am.
Dude, why don't you play the Deadpool game to get ready for it?
Honestly, I should get around to watching that if I ever get to go to the movies with my brother. I should watch the movie.
I'm actually more excited for Deadpool Wolverine than I have been for the first two Deadpool movies.
Every year. I actually got back at Wolverine for smacking the shit out of me when I got knocked out.
Really now, huh?
I got since we're on the topic of movies and we're talking Deadpool, so what do you guys think? We got Hugh Jackman. We got Hugh Jackman coming back.
Yeah.
I want to say something. I heard there are many fans complain about the actors who play these characters don't even be actual real comic book fans or know anything about the comics, but yet they get paid to play these characters and don't really care too much about the roles. Well, okay. Now, Hugh Jackman, at first, remember, Hugh Jackman at first didn't really care too much about the role until he actually played the role, and now he loves it. Not only because it made his career, but he actually come to love the role he played. Even Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. career was in the tanker before he played Iron Man.
Yeah,
it wasn't,
right.
Because it wasn't complete. It wasn't complete downhill, but it was tanking like a motherfucker.
Yep.
So yeah, there are some actors I say who probably don't be caring about the characters they play, but there are some who do, or most who knows, who either grow to care about the characters and take an interest, or in some rare cases may actually have an interest. And now that because Marvel and DC, mostly Marvel, has made it so pop culture, you see a lot of people begging to play a superhero now, right? More so than they did before the MCU was a thing. More so than before the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yes, Henry Cavill. He was the same way. Now he's big on Superman's lore, but apparently he was really, really in to friggin' The Witcher, the novels, and the games. Like he was big on that, and making sure that the character. It's like, holy crap, that's really cool that you may not have started that way, but then you get in on it, and it's like, because that's how it is for all of us as fans of games or movies or whatever. Is that you get into it, you see it, and you love it, and you're like, and then you want more, and you get in on the lore and shit. You're like, this is how it should be when you go forward from now on. And that's the cool thing about people like Hugh Jackman and Henry Cavill, is that they're geeks just like us.
Hey, they're not being an activist anyway, too.
No, they're not being an activist per se.
And see, that's what another thing that pisses me off with some of these actors nowadays. You're getting an opportunity. Why are you doing the most by trying to pretend to be an activist? Because you know why? Because it's fucking trending to try to be a false activist, to be a fake ass activist.
Yes, and it's not just trendy to be an activist, bro. Ronnie D, as I've attempted many times in the past to explain to you, that it's not trendy per se. There is a trend, yes, of this activism,
but it's also the mindset of some people who are in these industries.
They're doing it. No, there is an actual conspiracy behind all of it. They're trying to tear shit down. It's like, think of the walls of Jericho. Your fandom, that's the walls of Jericho, and they're trying to tear it down from the outside. They want to break us. They want to destroy the things we love and care about. Like how Rian Johnson deconstructed Star Wars and ruined Luke Skywalker in episode.
Or like 8. How Disney and MCU ruined the Black Panther.
Yes.
No wonder why. Wait. No wonder why I noticed the movie was shit. My honest opinion. With the shitty.
Yeah, because they did. Because if you see it too, it undermined the first Black Panther movie. Significant.
Well, the first one really that bad? Had its own flaws as well, but yes, you're correct. The second one just completely, it dug the ground out from under the first one.
And they try to make it so, it went out its way to put stereotypes of black stereotypes and try to replace what Chadwick Boseman portrayal of Black Panther established in the first movie. It's like they're trying to literally write him out. But yeah, what pisses you off more is that instead of recasting his character, they're gonna let his character die and replace him with his sister Shuri.
I thought it was
really Shuri was.
You don't just Shuri Black Panther like that.
Yeah, and Shuri really original character. Like she's something that was, I think, what came from the Black Panther BT Black Panther. She wasn't a real. She was not originally in the comics, the original Black Panther story comic.
Really?
Like the whole. No, she wasn't. She wasn't. I told you this. Like what they did with the current Black Panther is that they took the physicist part away from him and gave it to this. What was once a non-existent sister, Shuri. She's not an original comic book character in the Black Panther storyline. The whole being a physicist genius was Black Panther's thing when he first came into the comic book. When he was first introduced in Fantastic Four. Because he started out as a villain, sort of a villain, but then became a hero. Kind of like Moon Knight, but in a different sense.
I thought he was announced as a villain because he attacked the Winter Soldier.
No. And see, like, that's the thing. Like, you was gonna replace the original character himself with his what originally non-existent sister, because she's not original in the original character in the comic the introduction of Black Panther, because she never existed. Black Panther never originally had a sister.
So she's non-canon.
Like, she came to be, I think, in the BET version of Black Panther.
Oh, great.
Because, like, if you look at if you watch if you read the original comic book, like back in the day when he was first introduced, he ain't had no sister. He was an only child. He was an Olympic athlete and a top PhD physicist. It's pretty much a scientist. But they took that part of him and made Fury.
Wait, what the fuck is the point?
So basically, no, he originally did not have a sister.
So what the fuck is the point?
Black Panther where he died.
And then, and if that ain't the icing on the cake, we find out he got a son.
Huh?
Yeah. Supposedly he has a son.
What the fuck is this? Is this fucking Coming to America 2 or some shit? What the hell?
Right. And see, get what? He's gonna be raised by. I think we know who the mama is. His love interest. Got a name in the movie, but
isn't that Queen?
No. God, I forgot her name though. She plays the love interest, Black Panther's love interest in the movie. But she's an amazing actress though. But she's gonna be the one raising her or they go. Well, he's not even gonna be raised in Wakanda supposedly.
Huh? That makes no sense. Why even have Wakanda to begin with as a world building?
That's it. Why are you gonna have the kid who's supposed to be the future king raised in Wakanda, learning the ropes of how to be a king like his dad? Why are you putting him through this? Why are you doing this whole single mother, no father in the household bullshit?
This is
have you forgotten? Remember they did that Captain America Civil War thing and everything? Black Panther was announced as a guest character, and now they did that Black Panther movie and everything to reveal the rest of
that has nothing to do with the situation part.
It does have something to do with the situation.
No,
Black Panther was a good guy.
That has nothing to do with the situation I'm talking about.
How the fuck?
So Black Panther is Black Panther and Panthers.
Man, I wonder why I'm not a huge comic book fan, or even worse, a huge novel fan. It's like, what they doing? It just makes no sense nowadays.
And see, this is how I know they purposely doing this, because every other white superhero, which usually tend to be white, were all recasted. But you ain't gonna recast T'Challa. Like, how you gonna recast everybody else? Even the lesser characters, even the lesser known characters got recasted. But you want to recast T'Challa, Black Panther, King of Wakanda? Wakanda forever!
Ugh, I hate that bullshit so much, man. How did they make me have a migrant? Just tell it to my face 24/7.
Yeah, I used to love it, but then because everybody would say that shit all the damn time, like, bro, okay, I love the Wakanda, I love Black Panther, but you ain't gotta say that shit all the time, okay? You really wearing the hell out of that shit, okay? I'm black and I'm saying this. You wearing the shit out.
You're talking to another.
Wait, you guys hate that?
No, I just hate when people constantly say Wakanda forever. Like, bro, let me tell you something. If there really wasn't Wakanda, and it usually be the hood, like the type of hood rap people that be doing this type of shit. And I tell them, let me tell you something. If there really wasn't Wakanda, they probably won't let your ass in because they probably want your hood booker ass in their country.
Of course, Wakanda wouldn't let you in. They're isolationists. Why do you think their country is hidden to begin with?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Talking about some damn Wakanda forever, man. They wouldn't let you in. That's
but apparently, the U.S. withdrawing from all foreign wars and closing down all our military bases in every foreign country except the bases we have in our own states, that's isolationism. Fucking
Not to mention they had that crystal jewels inside their left.
Wakanda, well, people cheer Wakanda on, yet it is the most isolationist city-state in the MCU.
But and see what gets me though, the fact that I understand they have vibranium that helped them grow as a country technologically wise and stuff like that. But it still begs the question: how are they able to finance all this stuff if they're isolated? That's something that never gets explained.
No, you're right. You're right. How did they isolate it?
In realistic terms? Like in realistic terms, like I understand you got the whole vibranium, and vibranium is this versatile advancement, that allows y'all to make it all kinds of super advanced ahead of the curve technology stuff, because y'all the only ones that have it on top of that. But still at the same time, how y'all financing this stuff? Where's your economy? How y'all having an economy when y'all isolated?
How are they financing that? And obviously, vibranium is the key.
I always wondered that.
The answer, vibranium is the answer to your question. But then who's going to pay for the vibranium? Who's going to finance all that shit for the research of developing that vibranium into applicable technologies to create the kind of vibrant cityscape that they have? And yet when you go into the first friggin' Black Panther movie, they still got people, herding cattle, living like any regular African that lives near the friggin', out in the middle of nowhere kind of village setting. It's like, wait, you can't have you can to an extent, but not in the way that's depicted in the movie.
You want to hear something funny?
I guess, but it was also said that in the as shown in the Black Panther movie that they are still very traditional despite their technological advance. They still oppose.
You can be, but I mean, it's just it's very odd that they have such a post-industrialized city, right? This is a city that is far more advanced than the rest of the planet Earth. They've got the greatest sources of vibranium on the planet. So that how the hell are they financing all their shit that they can be so isolationist? They have an invisibility dome that hides their city and makes it look like an empty jungle to anyone who comes near. And yet they've got this huge population of agriculture that is pre-industrial based. That makes no sense on an economic.
Yeah, because when I think the only type of transaction I ever see when it comes to vibranium is not done by them, especially in the movie. It's done by Claw, and he does it illegally because he steals it.
Yes.
So I know he's not some middleman.
You're right.
And he's the one that's stealing and benefiting from. So.
And he's doing it illegally.
Unless they're selling it somehow, because the only person I see selling vibranium is Claw.
Yes. And that's just one guy.
Unless you're doing your own usual African scams and stuff like that.
Okay, guys. Something's not right, though. Try.
What?
Try.
What?
The Wakanda people. What's those jewel things they got inside their mouths over here?
I don't know. That's not important. No, I'm not from Wakanda.
You don't have to be Wakanda, sir. You watch the movie. I was just wondering, what is those things they have in their mouth?
I don't know.
But
anyway, happy birthday, Evil Sonic.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy birthday, dude.
Happy birthday, dude. So, one thing I will say right now, I always laugh my ass off when I hear someone say, "Oh, anime needs to be realistic," and I'm like, "Have you seen the shit we put out there?" Like, I can't be the only one in my mind.
Exactly.
And I'm like, I look like at least anime has entertainment. It's like, yeah, I don't expect a a TV show to expect me to go, hey guys, this is how our logic works, and you need to watch 1,000 episodes to how our logic works. Like, no.
And you're
show
right.
Just show me how it works.
You're right.
And comic books are the worst when it comes to that.
Your point, Nep, coincides with Ronald's point in that it's not about necessarily being realistic. It's just really about making sense. As long as it makes sense without breaking your suspension of disbelief. Anyone who engages or watches said show or movie can follow along. That's the point. That's what world building is all about.
Yeah, that's the main point when it comes to things. Like, some people look at me in the straight face and be like, well, why do you draw your OCs in the way you draw them? Because I already have a set world limit.
You've got a vision. You've got a vision in your mind.
So, if anything, take for example, like, okay, a perfect example. There are some cases that make sense. For example, some of the characters I did, the one that could example named Lou. The reason why I give her a bigger size breast is because, like, okay, I need to find a way to make myself look different than the rest of them in some way. So I decided to do that because, hey, since she's not making stuff based on a safe animal or anything else, since he's essentially somewhat a part of myself, I think it's more logical to say, you know, let me age up my own OC for a second. And so I did. It makes more logical sense. The point what I mean is that a lot of these people don't understand that there's an importance of world building. I'm not trying to say, like, you can't just have, like, oh yeah guys, it's like sees a 5,000-year-old character with, like, no watching the person do that shit. Like, I can't be the only one who think this, right?
No, you're not the only. No, even when it comes to my own writing, it's important to have things make sense. That things are consistent on a logical or emotional level within the context of the world that I'm writing about or within. You know, it's like it's like how in our reality we have gravity. You can't just not have gravity when writing about things that happen in our plane of existence. Now, when it comes to writing about a story that takes place in a reality or a universe that doesn't have gravity, then yeah, you know, you can play around with what it might be like to have people interacting with each other in a world that does not have gravity.
Yeah. That's pretty much the thing a lot of sometimes we don't realize is that it's funny when we have these people complain about, like, oh, these characters look too young. I'm like, that makes sense in the world building sense. Like, I'm not expecting the character to be like 1-to-1 to reality. I'm expecting the character to be, oh, I don't know, entertainment.
Right.
Understandable.
It's like, imagine we have every anime realistic. It would be boring as hell to watch. Because, like, the main point what I'm trying to get at, there's a reason why a lot of people, like, I don't know, like My Hero Academia or Golf a Bit, Naruto, for example. If Naruto was more realistic, he would have been dead instantly.
They all would have been dead. What do you mean? Like, if it was more realistic, like that freaking
Exactly. No, Naruto was not meant to be a ninja on base though.
Everybody.
Dang.
And
You know, originally Naruto was not meant to be a ninja, or none of. There was nothing to be. It was not meant to be ninja related.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Tell us.
Like when I was doing some anime watching anime content and reactions and discovery, I learned on one creator brother that Naruto was not originally meant to be ninjas. He was meant to be kind of like a fox demon. It was meant to be a story about a fox demon. But
that kind of makes sense.
I think the directors or producers or the heads of the company found that uninteresting. So to add more spice to it, they came with the whole ninja thing. in the 9 chakra beasts and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if Naruto wasn't meant to be a ninja, what would he be? An assassin?
No, I mean like the whole ninja concept was not an original thing.
Yeah, he means in terms of the plot and the story of Naruto, it wasn't supposed to be a ninja world.
Yeah.
Naruto wasn't going to be a ninja. He wasn't living in a ninja society. It wasn't going to be that kind of a setting, is what Ronnie D is saying.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that makes sense because, like, that's the point. What I mean when I brought up this whole point, it's like when a lot of people, like, I mean, not at all is lose their shit when it comes to stuff I've made or anyone make when it comes to artists and stuff. I might laugh my ass off looking at them like, dude, it's if it was supposed to be realistic. You guys are aware how most Tonios and Dorios look, right?
Yeah.
Take that perspective and then combine it with something like with a anime character that looks younger. It's probably uncanny as fuck at that point. Because like there's a huge reason why a good chunk of people like shows like Fern or hell any character with a lolly in it. They're meant to be cute. If you make them look older, it just comes off as, ew, what is this short midget? If you actually think about it.
By the way, Ronald, I just want to say thanks for the education at least, even though I should have a mindset of my own, but I appreciate the education though.
Are you talking about the fact
It's all good.
What happened?
No, it's okay. I'm just, yeah, I wanted to bring up that one. I would like to bring this up, so I just wanted to thank Ralph for his education.
That's no problem, buddy.
What's going on?
I don't mind everybody having their own opinion. It's just that in that sense, when you said that, I was like, no, I'm sorry. I couldn't let it slide. I could not let it slide. That's that just wanted to go. I'm sorry. I couldn't.
You better.
Just couldn't.
I will come
There you go,
down
man.
there. I will come down there from the north.
Wait, what?
I will. What? What?
I couldn't let it slide. I just couldn't.
You better let it slide, or I will come down there and make you let it slide.
Damn.
Wait, what's like?
The ass kicking scene.
Yeah, I will see you at
No,
Otakon
I will not
in
let that
Maryland.
slide.
I will see you at Otakon in Maryland, Baltimore. Bring it.
Damn.
Say, what happened to the ass kicking you promised to give AJ?
You calling me out, AJ?
What? What was that, Stefan?
You calling me out, sir?
I said, what
Yeah,
happened
I'm
what
calling
happened
you
to that
out.
ass kicking that Trey promised?
What's this? What's
Sir,
this going
you're
on?
not ready for this. You're not
What's-
built like that.
What's going on? No, you ain't built like that. I'm the Pirate King,
You
motherfucker.
ain't built like that, sir.
I am the Pirate King. I am your Kaizokuo.
I am the dragon god
I will-
/ king up in here.
I will make you.
Yeah.
kneel.
What is a king to a god? In the words of
I'm a
Eminem.
demon. And I'm a demon from
Yeah.
I'm a freaking demon.
Oh man, this is classic.
I'm a literal fucking demon from the depths of hell. I'm like Satan.
You still get bodied. What's a demon to a god? A dragon god.
You forgot, didn't you, AJ?
This is gonna be like a One Piece battle royale.
Yeah. AJ, remember that warning that Trey will kick your ass
I
if
have
you
a
keep
demon
stepping on the
body of
line?
God. I have to got a demon body of a god like you.
That's the point, Nip. Entertainment, my boy. Entertainment.
Hey,
While having conversation and chilling.
What kind of dragon are we, bro?
Meanwhile, I'm watching on my phone, watching you guys fight, and I'm just getting free material after this. So hey, it's good.
That's the point of the stream, That's the point of the stream.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, we're all friends here, so we just banter and have fun.
Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I kind of want to get on the topic right quick. Anime AJ.
Yes, sir.
It was about the OJ thing.
Oh, we going down this road now, huh?
Anime
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
here we go again.
I want to get out the way right
We're
quick.
going to talk about that.
What's up?
Nah,
bro?
fuck that. This is me you talked about. Well, there have been people on OJ's past now. Now you have people who are giving their grievances because BET, or I like to call it the EBT Awards, EBT.
No.
That's what the BET Award when if you say I don't watch BET Awards because I know it's trash. It's been trash for a long time.
I mean, I thought it was dog shit to begin with. Now
they honored O.J. Simpson, and you had all these people, all these media outlets, including Stephen A. Smith, aka Sass, had a problem with that.
Wait.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
who was he being honored for? His contributions to the NFL, to film.
Yeah, all that, pretty much all that.
Okay, because I'll say this: why should he not be acknowledged?
Exactly.
Good things he did before he did wrong. If he did any wrong, why can't he be acknowledged for the good things that he did? People watched him and loved him and enjoyed seeing him when he was a football player. People laughed and they applauded and they cheered for him when he was the punching bag in the Naked Gun films. What is so wrong with acknowledging the few good things he did?
Now, I want you to understand. I'm about to get real deep with this. But what I'm saying does have truth to it.
Give me just 1 second, okay? Sorry about that. I just needed to grab my cup. I need to make sure I'm hydrated. So go deep.
You're good.
All right. Now, notice how when I first came around Starvey, he kept on trolling Stasby just because I made my comment on my post about OJ. So my OJ may have been innocent. Because I used to be the people who thought OJ was guilty. Because I was getting the story that the media was feeding how OJ did it. But when I look back at other stuff outside the mainstream media, I basically heard it and saw some otherwise evidence that could prove otherwise, and came to the conclusion that dang, OJ may have been actually innocent. Well, when I made that post, everybody had a problem with that.
Oh, real? Even
everybody had a problem.
Back then, before you even decades before you ever made or had the thought about making that post, I was already questioning whether or not anything was legit about it. Anybody that knows anything about the LAPD at the time that was going down, it was part of the whole court process as well. Like, the LAPD were known for fudging
tampering and planting evidence.
Yes. I mean, the Rodney.
That's why they hate on you.
The Rodney King incident was still fresh in everybody's minds at that time. There was the LA riots had happened. There was so much going on, not just in California or LA, but across the country as well. So there is legitimate and valid reasons to have suspicions. Now, that doesn't mean that anyone's saying that, he's totally 100% innocent, nor should it be like, oh, he was totally 100% guilty and they were trying to secure a verdict. It's like, dude, be more reasonable about the logic when it comes to the evidence and the fact that the department in question was publicly known and acknowledged by the people living in Los Angeles. They didn't trust.
They caught with their pants down.
You're right. Yeah. They were caught with their pants down, essentially. But it was still because it was O.J. Simpson, a famous NFL player and former actor. It wasn't considered a high-profile case, and so it drew a lot of media attention, thus bringing a lot of scrutiny and criticism upon all who were involved.
Huh. I'm reading now.
But see, here's the thing, though. Also, I noticed whenever somebody, whether it be black, white, or any race, say that anything that he may have been innocent, or if you believe that he's innocent, white folks used to be the ones who have a problem. and get mad at you, and I'll be ready to swing on you. There been people who give their account of when they believe otherwise, like of him being innocent. There be white folks ready to get in their face and yell at them or fight them or just get mad and storm off walking. Real talk.
You are real. I empathize and concur with your sentiments. You're very valid in expressing it the way you are, because here's my perspective on it. While I empathize and agree and concur with what you're saying, I do see that it is, I think, rather, maybe that's the best way to say it, I think that it might be unfair for people who are white-skinned to be automatically upset or opposed to the idea that O.J. Simpson could be innocent.
And here's the thing, though. I want to add to that.
Like you're saying, though, most of them are automatically or somehow predisposed to being in favor of him being guilty, whereas the black community is somehow automatically supportive or in favor of him. They're just like, no, OJ was innocent, because and I empathize with what you're saying about that, because I've read up enough about it. There's too much history regarding the LAPD and a lot of police interaction across the country where people in certain neighborhoods would not trust the cops. That's completely valid no matter what your skin color is. The cops shouldn't be trusted no matter what, especially based on the history of it all. I would just say, in terms of where I was coming from about white people automatically thinking that OJ is guilty, most black people automatically seem to think that OJ is innocent. It's like it needs to be a little more fair, and neither side is correct in that kind of assumption. That's the word I'm looking for. Assumption. I think because I don't consider myself either, and I'm like, I just question. It's like, there's a lot of evidence suggesting he was, but then there's a lot of history and evidence suggesting that there was tampering of evidence and that there's no real way he may have been innocent. He may really have been innocent.
I be honest, I think that's more than. I think my honest opinion is that's more than middle, because there's so much context is missing to the point I feel like I don't know whether he's innocent or not, to be honest speaking.
Right, and there is going to be a lot of context missing if one was not present or around when this all went down and was broadcasted on television. There is a lot to read about it. I'll give that leeway. There's so much out there to read about it, because it's not just about O.J. Simpson. To understand it, there's other events that took place before and after that provide precedence about why anyone should be suspicious of whether he really was guilty or whether he was innocent.
Yeah.
The way it went down on television, from my own experience, I would say, from my own background and from what I've read, what Ronald Dragon has shared about expressing it from the other side, it's like, no, there's validity on both sides. It's just not fair. To me, though, it's not fair for any neighborhood to have an automatic presumption. For example, I guess an analogy that I could use to describe it is that it could be considered racist for every white person to automatically think that OJ was guilty, and it could be considered racist if everybody who was black automatically thought OJ was innocent. Whereas it should be about, no matter who you are or where you come from, was he actually innocent or not? It should be about innocent until proven guilty, is what I'm getting at. That's my argument. Innocent and proven guilty, no matter who you are. And any group was like one way or the other just because of who O.J. Simpson was or what his skin color may have been.
And
That's
my
where
other-
I'm like, no, he was a human being who deserved to be treated as innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah,
that's why that's what he spent his money as a famous actor and football star. He had the financial ability to pay for some of the best criminal defense lawyers in California, if not LA. I can only imagine that anybody who may be in a situation where if any of you or us were innocent out there, and we knew we were innocent, that we could afford the money to pay somebody to speak on our behalf in such a way as to very likely convince the judge and the jury that we were not the ones who killed our spouse. When any of us want that ability to come out proving we were innocent if we knew we were,
Not me.
you wouldn't want to make sure if you were falsely accused of committing a crime, you would want to be able to have yourself proven innocent in a court of law.
Yeah.
Well, no offense, AJ, but it wouldn't have nothing to do with me and everything because nobody don't want to listen and everything. What's the point in trying to convince?
Well, that's the point of my rhetorical questions, of my rhetoric is I'm asking you, Ron, I'm asking you, Stefan, Dragon of America. If you were accused of a crime that you know you didn't commit, you know you're innocent, would you want to ensure or have a way to ensure that you've got a lawyer to defend you and convince the court that you are innocent, that the evidence does not prove your guilt?
Well, I would and everything, but the reason why I said no and everything because I see how lousy lawyers don't do their job right.
That's the thing. You get what you pay for. That's how it actually works. That's why a lot of people don't like it. You get what you pay for. That's my whole point, is that OJ was in a financial position to pay for lawyers in a criminal court case to defend him and prove he was not innocent.
I would like to make an argument, though.
Or prove that he was innocent, I mean. That he was not guilty.
Yeah.
No?
So I would like to make a rebuttal here. I do see a point, and your opinion is emphatic, but I don't think having necessarily a good lawyer is going to somehow change it.
Right.
Like,
that's the whole...
Everybody keeps bringing that up. Like, oh, why did OJ have a dream team? Bruh, even you can sometimes have the best lawyers, and even the best lawyers can falter and fail.
Dude, Ronnie D, when it comes to having a quote-unquote dream team of lawyers in a criminal court case, do you know where that started? Where that idea came from? It came from the OJ case, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just that everybody,
Johnny,
but just hear what I'm saying. Hear what I'm trying to say. Everybody keep thinking, oh, I got this dream team lawyer. But we have seen a dream team fall.
Well,
we have seen a dream team fall.
You are correct there. But here's the thing. What proved them to be failures at their job as lawyers?
It's also
the evidence.
Nothing
the
really.
evidence. No, the evidence is
nothing
what
really.
proves it. So the evidence to the jury proves that someone is guilty. A lawyer who cannot provide counter evidence and counter arguments to show for a fact that the quote-unquote charged criminal, again, you are not convicted until after you get a court sentence. So you are not a criminal until after the fact. Just because you're accused
but I want to say this though. I feel like
with a
any
crime
lawyer
by the
should be considered a dream team.
does not mean you are guilty. You are innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah,
that's the whole process. So again, though, O.J. Simpson was in a financial position to pay for lawyers who had proven themselves capable of winning court cases. So obviously, they're going to charge more money to anyone who wants their service. That's how that works. Now, with that said, there are law firms that can argue in defense of a criminal who, with the evidence, it's obvious they were guilty, and yet they get
All
off
right,
the hook.
AJ. If it makes you feel better, I'll change my mind.
I'm just saying, like,
No, you don't have to. No. It's you change your mind of your own volition, Stefan. Who among us could actually afford? What was his lawyer's name? The one that made the argument about Chewbacca. What was his name, Ronnie?
I forgot his name. I know
Was
one
it
of the
Cochran?
lawyers is one of the Kim Kardashian.
Right, and that's how I learned. How I learned that OJ had a dream team.
Yeah,
that he had a team of multiple.
And I
lawyers.
know one of them is Kim's dad. It's Kim's dad. One of them other
Yes,
the other one was Kim's dad.
Wasn't the other one Johnny Cochran or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
I keep forgetting that
and
guy.
They made a reference to all that jazz in South Park, even, and it had already been like a decade or something. It had been years since that had been a thing, but it was such an impactful event on American culture.
Yeah. AJ, if I can talk for a moment. So I know this is unrelated, but I don't personally think all cops are bad. There's a few corrupt cops out there and a few good ones, but some cops don't really do the job.
There's a lot of corrupt cops.
Here's the thing. If you see something bad happen and you say nothing, what does that make you?
A criminal?
That makes you an enabler.
No, that makes you a complicit. That makes you. The term is complicit.
Yeah. I mean,
complicit. A good cop.
For you to be complicit, you gotta be an enabler.
If a good cop sees the bad cops doing what they shouldn't be and does nothing about it, does not put their own job on the line to ensure the actual adherence to what they know is right versus what is wrong, that makes them complicit. It's like what Ronnie D is saying. That makes them an enabler.
Right.
Now there are ways to go about it, though. There are ways to go about it, and the fucked up thing is that that the cops, that police departments don't operate the same way as civilian places of employment. Wherever you work, whether it's Walmart or friggin' it was Blockbuster back in the day, it doesn't matter. All those companies, they have to follow different laws and different regulations when it comes to employment than the police do.
Yeah, but AJ, you gotta understand though, I'm just giving an insight about not all cops being bad, but there's some innocent cops out there.
Right, and that's what I've just explained, is that there is a certain situation
they're a small handful. They're in the minority.
There have been certain regulations and laws put in place that make it difficult for the good cops to safely expose the corruption. Because the law is in place, the regulations on private employers versus police unions are completely two different things. There are certain areas where they meet, but then in other areas, the law allows the cops to do what they want with whistleblowers.
Oh, but yeah, AJ, if you look up some videos of corrupt cops getting what they deserve, you'd understand what I mean, right?
Yeah, no.
Any cop.
Speaking of corrupt cops, there was a police cop who got arrested in North Carolina for trying to steal money out of a guy who they were interrogating and arresting. And he was supposed to be checking the vehicle for any type of things and stuff like that. But instead of doing that, he was trying to take the dude's money. And the dude who they were right to arrest was telling him, hey, he trying to take my money. He taking my money. And get this, like the money the amount he took, he tried to hide it in the car. And when his cop buddy came look at the car, the money fell out. And then the dude gonna say that, that's not my money.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they gonna tell me that's not my money. Bro, how you think the money got in there? Dude, the dude who y'all arrested, they saying that you was taking his money. Because he heard that man.
I mean,
it's so fucked up.
So I do agree with him on the premise of stop committing crime, though.
Oh yeah, but by the way, AJ, what were you gonna say about the thing about what I said about the videos about?
Oh, Dobby's here, guys.
Oh shit, Savio's in here. He probably don't got the balls to join in live, does he, Ronnie D?
Wait,
Probably not.
Stabby's
I'm gonna try to
here?
ask him. Yeah, he just using a new different account.
Let's ask him if that's him.
Trey, did you bring him here?
Fuck off with that nonsense.
He seems to know where you are, Trey, or when you're doing your video.
Subscribe to the channel. How else would he know if he doesn't get notifications? If he doesn't know without notifications, then that person is looking intentionally.
No, by the way,
we invited Stabby. We asked him. We did, didn't we, Ronnie D? We asked him. It's one of us, you and me, was like, "Hey, man, why don't you go ahead and bring that energy here in and show us that you're better. Show us how easy it is to be polite, respectful, not condescending. You know, share your opinion in a polite and respectful way, and we will gladly hear you."
I love how
I'm staying out of it.
So, you want to hear something funny, though? I love how this guy seriously said, panel, and like, look, I'm like, hey, dipshit, I'm a conservative. I'm pro-gun and pro-life.
You can't even tell. How can any of us tell, though? I actually had no idea that you would consider yourself with those labels.
I mean, considering the fact that I'm, yeah.
Well, what I mean is, another way I can describe it is, I was like, you're just you, man. I'm looking at you as an individual.
Yeah.
You can be both if you want it. You can be conservative and liberal.
I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day. I mean,
you're right. It is, because there's nothing wrong with being like, you know what? I'm not going to do this sort of thing, but I am going to do that sort of thing. And others be like, well, that don't make any sense. It's like, well, not to you, it don't. But to me, it does. And I'm okay with other people, you know, not being the same as me.
And plus, I'm okay with listening to what people have to say sometimes. I mean, granted, I like to have a habit of talking a lot, but guess what? I will listen if you make a good point or two.
So, since we're kind of distracted from the previous conversation about the possibility of whether OJ was guilty or innocent and how he could afford such tempting lawyers, I wanted to ask you now, because I tried asking him backstage, do you have X or Twitter?
No, I don't have an X or Twitter.
You have Discord?
I do.
Okay. We should connect sometime.
Hold on there, guys. Anime AJ, you are fragile and a wrench abuser? What the fuck?
Yeah, that's Dobby.
Oh,
yeah.
You know what? Because they wanted to be insulting, I'm not going to give them.
Wait. What the fuck do you mean by wrench abuser? I'm confused.
Because I'm a moderator on Ronnie D's channel, and I've muted him more than once because of the way he talks, the words he chooses to use.
So he likes to run his fat ass mouth. In other words,
he is verbally abusive. And
everybody likes to run their freaking mouth.
He's come after Ronnie D on his channel a couple times for just no friggin' reason.
Well, at least the good thing I have here, he'll talk to Mike.
The guy thinks calling someone a liberal is a very intelligent insult, and it's just so fucking funny that he would go after a veteran, military veteran, in such a way. And
I don't really care to be the party.
Yeah, and then he makes these offensive. He intentionally tries to be offensive toward Ronnie D, and it's like, dude, chill it out with the Crip and Blood shit.
Wait.
That's old school.
So let me get this straight. So this guy will be mad about stuff.
He's not. It's not. I don't know if he's mad. It's just that he chooses words. His words he uses in Ronnie D's chats are very much intentional.
But why is he fond of me and hates Trey?
He is intentionally being insulting towards. It's passive aggressive insults. It's a passive aggressive insult. He is saying that you are better in order to make Ronald Dragon think he is lesser.
So he's a condescending bitch.
Yes, He's a fucking dick
Basically,
face.
the typical divide and conquer. Yeah,
Right.
the typical divide and conquer. Track one
He's
against
like,
the
I'm
other.
going to show favoritism
Divide
to
and
someone
conquer.
else in order to make you feel or act in a jealous or envious manner, so that you are the one who is aggressive and I'm the one who's having to play on the defense. I'm the victim. No, he makes intentional choices with his use of words.
I wonder
So
what his
basically, he's
reaction
a
would
power
be if I
maniac.
told him this, though.
Well, he could be some sort of power tripping egomaniac. I don't know.
Or some
Yeah.
shit.
But he doesn't want to accept or talk with Ronald Dragon in a polite enough manner to come onto a live stream and actually have a voice chat discussion with,
Honestly,
dignity and respect towards all who are present, and that they would be allowed to be heard no matter what topic it was. Because I'm pretty sure Ronald Dragon would, depending on how this person wanted to behave on such a live stream, I'd still say there's a chance Ronald Dragon could or would want to be their friend.
No, and plus, if he realized that there are people
I would hear what he has to say and debate him on it. But it seems like he runs away from the debate, but it's looking so insult.
Well, guess who else does that? Guess what other kind of people do that?
Oh,
the people who hate on Eric July, the people who hate on the Ripperverse.
Yeah,
If we can bring things towards a content creator kind of standpoint, I think Young Rippa, aka Eric July, is a prime example of what it means to be a content creator in our decade.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, by the way, AJ, I was about to ask you.
And he has gone from one spectrum to a different one. He is known across different platforms. He is known across different topics. This guy is proving he's putting his money where his mouth is, essentially. He started his own business. And it's like, how has this guy been telling lies and everybody's hating on him, and he invites them to debate and they'll debate and then they'll run away, like Ronald Dragon says. They're the kind who will antagonize you and then run away at the first opportunity they are given to have a dignified and respectful conversation. A conversation.
or instead of the conflict, like warriors, they run away.
Right. It's like, hey man, if you believe what you believe, then come at me and show me how you stand and fight. And I'll show you how I'll stand and fight when you treat me the way you want to be treated. But people treat each other in such an abusive way. It's like, well, if you treat others abusively, that's how you'll be treated.
No, exactly.
Yep.
It's the same reason why. It's the same reason why I stand up for my own art. It's like, oh, okay, you want to fucking call me all these degrading names, and all right, see how you like it if I do the same to you.
Right. Now, with that said, you know, it is fair. It is fair to treat others the way they treat you. However, the correct path is to treat, in terms of treating others the way they treat you, we should treat others the way we want to be treated.
Exactly.
That's the number one.
Dude, we gotta stop doing that.
I treat you guys the way I want to be treated too. So I'm good friends with Ronald too.
And that's how we know. That's how we know people who run away from conversation. You know, from having a respectful and polite and dignified conversation about where we disagree. They're the ones who run away. Like Ronnie D was pointing out, they just run away at the first opportunity they are offered. It's like, okay, you're not brave enough to actually.
I like it also.
Hold on, God, AJ.
Yeah,
I know where you're coming from on this.
But nice argument. But I have a name for some people. They're called internet gangsters. Like people who talk stuff behind the screen, but when you see them in person, or if you catch them in person by chance, if you know who they are, they're a whole marshmallow. They're not that tough as they always say they are behind the screen.
Yeah,
but, you know, they be working those Twitter fingers.
And
they don't behave improperly in public. They go to the grocery store. They say kind words to the cash register person, they do this and that, right?
Right.
But then they suddenly they get behind their phone or they get behind their computer and they're like cussing you out and just being vulgar with no regard.
Yeah. So AJ, I wanted to ask you a question. So were you actually going to say something when I brought up the internet? When I brought up the videos of corrupt cops getting what they deserve?
Say what?
Wait, you were about to say something, right? About what I said about.
Well, I heard. No, you kind of sound. You sound far away. So repeat your statement. You said something about cops. What?
Okay, about cops, the corrupt cops getting what they deserve. I was actually close to my mic, but I don't know what happened.
It's the same problem that I'm still experiencing. But okay, cops getting what they deserve.
Yeah, you had to say something, right?
I may have already included that in my response previously.
Oh. Okay,
fellas.
never mind. Sorry about that.
Hey, fellas.
I will say this. Oh wait.
Well, this is your art, isn't it, Nep?
Yeah. I will say this.
Okay.
Cool.
Every time I hear someone say I'm a liberal, I want them to remind themselves. I want to see this opposite of their faces. How could I be a
Is this
liberal?
your cartoon art?
Oh my gosh, Spawn, let him talk.
Yeah. No.
Alright,
Yeah.
okay.
No. Yeah. Anyway, I love when some people say that. I'm like, look, I'm like, dude, you have not been around long enough to know my position.
And yeah,
Right.
so if this is your art, then I'm like, yeah, I can see why you would say, why would you think I'm a liberal if this is what I draw? And I'm just like, yeah, I don't care much for the hats, but I get it. I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
It's like, why would anybody, it's like, yeah, okay.
And the thing that's so funny about it, too, I'm the kind of person that, let's just get this straight out the way. I'm the kind of person who don't like the idea of, yes, I may be conservative, but I still don't like censorship. I think people have the right to free to express themselves, as long as you're not an asshat about it.
Right? And if you're a liberal, you're actually more inclined to be pro-censorship.
Exactly. That's why,
then again, on the flip side, the most people who've actually been pro-censorship were conservative.
It's really both sides if you really think about throughout history.
You're right, and that's why I chose were. It used to be that conservatives were anti-censorship. Now a lot of them are pro-censorship. I'm like, didn't it used to be the other way around with you two sides, or what the fuck?
Right? Oh yeah. Yep. So yeah. Also, AJ, yeah, I hate using a phone like this because I just sound muffled. I truth be told, I wish I had a computer, but yeah.
Well, you'll never know how easy it is work to achieve something if you never work for it.
Ouch.
Yeah. If I had a job, I would get a computer.
That's what I mean. Is you can find other ways to have a job.
Yeah, I even asked my mom. I even showed.
I
my
know
mom
that Tommy Dukes hasn't stepped up to the sound panel yet.
Out in the ocean, there may not be a lot of islands, but all the islands out west, they have grass, and it grows pretty quick during the summer.
Yeah.
Oh shit! How the hell you guys had to do a bottom though? If it goes that fast, then.
I know, right? It really does kind of suck when you mow grass every summer. But it's got to get done, otherwise.
Hell yeah, brother! You got to mowing hard.
You end up with a fucking forest in your front yard, dude. You can end up with a forest. But you know how many people? You know how many people will pay you to not have to do it?
Poor tons.
Yeah, there are a lot of people out there who will pay kids and anyone of any age, don't matter what the fuck age it is, they'll pay you so they don't have to cut the grass.
I heard that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're already halfway done with our grass, and we still haven't found that damn snake.
And to connect it back with any comments or criticisms of all corrupt cops deserving what they get, any cop who arrests a child for selling lemonade without a license can go fuck themselves.
Well,
wait, hold on. I heard about that crap. You mean a child nowadays has to have a license to sell fucking lemonade or anything?
Hey, Ronnie D, do you want to guess what her skin color might have been?
Black.
White.
Wow. And then
I was about to say white too.
It doesn't even matter. Little kids.
I'm gonna say white because I don't never see black kids do it that often.
They've been arrested by cops just for selling lemonade on the street corner. It'd be one thing if it was something else, but it's just fucking lemonade.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It's a little
Yeah.
child.
Who want to say black though? Who said black?
I did.
Who said black?
I did.
No, you in trouble.
It was just an answer.
Who said black?
I did.
You know,
Said black.
black kids don't like certain lemonade in the heat.
Ronnie D, you always up. What are you gonna do now? What are you
Oh man.
I mean,
What?
Calm down, bro.
Say what?
Because what's going on with the news nowadays? I mean, I'm like, it had to be a black person. It most likely had to be a black person, considering what's going on in the news.
Well, that is also very valid. That is correct. That's how the media has been behaving.
Yeah, but it's like there's some things you got to look outside the fact that it being black. Like say, like if you hear about news of somebody's trying to steal some vans,
yikes!
Like if you hear the news, like if you say, "Oh, we just arrested somebody for trying to steal some vans," like the shoes vans, you would think most people would say black people. I would think white people because you don't see no black person stealing no vans unless the only thing I see black people steal would be either Jordans or maybe even Nikes, maybe.
Nowadays they still
vans.
Oh come on, Ronnie D. You know, with the way prices are rising, they're gonna be running out with the grape soda too.
I'm talking before all this. I'm talking before this. Like back then, I would be like, "Ain't no way you gonna believe that black people steal some vans." But nowadays, it's believable. It's just that back then, I wouldn't have believed you if you said a black person was stealing vans.
I wouldn't have believed you either. It's like back then, most people could afford that shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
but that's it. I wouldn't have believed them.
I mean, I can testify this because I mean, remember what happened all those years ago with the Hawaiians? Like, I mean, breaking into the Apple store, stealing iPhones and stuff like that, and Apple products. I'm like looking like, why am I not shocked by this?
It's just messed up. Places like Ferguson, Missouri, when those riots all started, it's like most of the neighborhoods and businesses that were destroyed or burned down because of those riots belong to people of African American descent.
Oh, and you know what's worse about it too? Try downtown Atlanta back then as well too, since I actually live in Atlanta, and yeah, what those bastards did to those cop cars and all those buildings down there. And I'm like,
y'all about to make me go bonkers.
That's the funny thing about the Antifa movement is that they claim to be opposed to fascism, and yet that's exactly what they engage in. That's what they're all about. Everything they stand for is actually pro-fascist.
Exactly. That's the reason why I laugh my ass off when I hear some of these people with these profiles saying, "Hey guys, we're pro-freedom. We're against hate speech and stuff like that." I'm like, looking like you're against bullshit.
You're right.
It's like if you're so-called freedom of speech, right? You will not be censoring people all because of it hurts my feelings because I feel uncomfortable. Like, no, if I'm uncomfortable, walk away. It's as simple as it gets.
It is, and that's how any of us should choose to react. Because what people are forgetting is that they think rules can replace or should replace responsibility. It's like, yeah, freedom of speech all the way, but then you've got to take into account your own personal responsibility when exercising that freedom.
Exactly.
Because the government's not supposed to be your nanny. You're supposed to be able to take care of yourself, and you're supposed to be able to engage with others in a respectful and dignified way, or at least treat them with respect and dignity.
No, exactly, and this is why sometimes it just drives me insane when I look at these people who be like, well, I don't like this type of art style, it should never exist. Well, then guess what? We should not exist then as human beings, because at the end of the day...
Right. It's like they should be able to say what they want, but then if you say something that disagrees with them, or they disagree with, and they're like, okay, let's stop talking about it, or you shouldn't talk about that sort of topic anymore because I don't agree with it, and it's like, no. just because you and I don't agree doesn't mean you or I should stop talking about it, nor should it be any reason for one of us to be silent about our own thoughts.
And this is the thing why sometimes it's like there's some exception to this. Like for example, like okay, if you're around family and stuff, like okay, fine, that's understandable. Like if you're around family and friends, fine, that's understandable. But if you're like around random strangers, why the hell I have to censor myself because you don't like something?
Alright. And like as Ronnie D pointed out, Stabby, as I mentioned, you know, the words he chooses to use in chat, they're doing it, they do that because they want the attention. They're trying to distract you or us when it comes to what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And so if anybody's been paying attention, we weren't talking about Stabby or the things he said for quite a bit. We moved right on.
Yeah. It was really sweet at that point.
It doesn't matter who, and it doesn't matter who you are, I think, because there's 6 of us, right? We were just talking earlier, like there's a certain limit of people that StreamYards allows, and there's 6 of us listening to each other and just sharing our thoughts and opinions from one topic to the other. And there's no barriers, there's no walls or limitations that Ronnie Diaz put in place to keep us on track of any particular topic.
And the thing is, it's like, yeah, you're going to have people get angry and say something like, I'm going to cuss you out, but I'm like, at the end of the day, if you open your mouth, you can't complain when people give you the reaction to how they truly feel.
Right. Yes, and that's another thing, is that those people, us included, we all choose to react or respond in our own way. Again, we choose to respond the way we want to choose to respond, and we could choose not to react or respond to anything that is said.
Yeah,
that's actually
we can be like, we can listen and be like, okay, do I want to consider that? And then you go from there. It's like, okay, well then, what would this scenario be like? And you just use your imagination to put yourself on the other side and wonder, is that something I would want to go through?
No,
and a lot of people I've noticed who actually read and get some sort of storytelling, whether it's from anime or movies, live action movies, there are a lot of people who actually think, who have read or engaged in some sort of storytelling.
Yeah.
So
And
they
this is the
learn
reason why
from other characters.
And this is the valid reason why, except all the stuff like I'm looking at some of these people, like, there are ways we can have an engaging conversation. Like, we don't have to, like fight all day. But if you're not willing to communicate, then why the hell I have to communicate in the way you want to communicate?
And that's why people who say blocking anyone on Twitter, it makes if you're the one who's doing the blocking, that you're the weaker person. No, that's not true. That is not true. You are neither stronger nor weaker.
Because like you can win an argument with somebody, but they don't want to keep going.
And it's not even about winning an argument. It's not about winning an argument. It's just about the way they choose, or maybe the way you choose to interact or converse with them. Because words we choose to use on social media, we are making intentional choices on what words we use when we type a sentence in email or YouTube or on Twitch. It's like, take into consideration, maybe they're not understanding where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Because of that. Maybe you're intentionally choosing words in order to get a reaction out of them to make yourself feel better for whatever reason. But it's again,
or maybe somebody is really truly that bigoted.
Right, because they're not thinking outside the box. Their mind's not expanded enough to go, hey, you can be left-brained and right-brained at the same time. You can just have a brain. They think it's got to be one way or the other, when it's maybe there's multiple ways and there's multiple choices rather than one or the other.
Oh yeah, you know? And that's the one reason why I said, like, this one good example is this. You don't have to necessarily agree with my perspective. Some people, I said this like when I remember a while ago, would finally make me click and make me realize, why do I waste my energy debating these people, especially these people who hate anime so much or hate Lordy so much? And I actually had to realize these people are not going to be willing to listen unless Unless they're willing to see their own perspective. I can't change their mind, nor I can convince them. So
Yeah,
you know what?
It'd be a waste of energy.
So if you're so what they're doing is a form of attention seeking. They're just trying to attract attention to themselves. They got nothing worthwhile. That's why they're disruptive. That's why they're verbally abusive. That's why they refuse to engage in civil discourse or being respectful and treating others with dignity. When it comes to, it's like, okay, I can feel one way about it. I can also choose not to get angry about it. You know, so when people choose to be angry at you, that's why I will cut ties with people, anyone who engages in name calling with me. It's like, okay, you've proven that you have run out of things to say. I'm done.
Yeah. See, my issue.
You know, this situation kind of reminds me of the Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark situation.
So here's the
What's
thing.
that, Renegade?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. No, I'm gonna let homeboy finish. Go ahead and finish real quick.
Yeah. Don't lose that thought.
Okay, so my point is this: I don't mind you get angry. The problem is, don't be condescending and hypocritical about it. Don't be like, "Oh, I don't get angry. I don't get pissed off by stuff." It's like, bro, you clearly do get angry. Like, what are you talking about? Everyone gets upset. Just admit the fact you're just as able to be upset like everyone else.
Okay.
Like, if you're not mature enough to admit your feelings, you have to hide your feelings, then I'm sorry. I can't take you serious as an adult.
Oh, so you're okay with people getting upset about not, over a disagreement. It's just that they get upset about it and then they do it themselves when it comes to something else.
Yeah, they tend to hide their true emotions, what I'm trying to say.
Well, that's a very good observation, because that's how you know that they're being hypocritical, because they say one. Because of that example, you're already able to check. It's like you don't even need to say it in order to prove that you're not one way.
And sometimes people
So
don't even understand
basically in what it sounds to me that Nepis is saying is that verbal denial proves you're guilty. Is that would you use that kind of phrasing?
Yeah, that's what I'm basically saying.
And with that said, I could use that. I'm going to connect this with what Ronnie D had brought earlier. It's like when it comes to court cases like O.J. Simpson, it's like, okay, how much of a denier was he of it then? If we're going to be if we would be logical that if he was denying it over and over and over, it's like, okay, if you were really that innocent, or if the truth was really what mattered, you wouldn't have to try and act like or make it look like you were innocent.
No, yeah. And
Which
that's the
also
reason
brings
why-
to another topic.
Go ahead.
No.
Yeah. Does this connect with your
I know
earlier
that. No, this is another one that I did want to speak on beforehand, but we had went to another topic.
Okay.
But I want to get this topic out the way right quick. About O.J. Simpson, like how when it's white people reacting to him on being seen innocent, they get mad, whereas others who give some statements or proven statements that can prove otherwise. When this is on, it's funny how people want to remind us or bring up OJ and paint OJ in such a bad light because he got off, because he was being innocent. But there are plenty of white folks in high, not just low, but in high places or even higher than OJ, who have been in a similar situation.
Yeah.
Got off, but don't get the same treatment as OJ does.
So what I missed?
I kid you not.
Oh, maybe I know.
Like before, I can think of a good example.
Okay, what's your example?
A good example, I say George Zimmerman.
Oh.
Okay.
George Zimmerman. Like the dude literally walked up and shot a black kid in broad daylight in the face for no reason. He was going by his own business.
Yep, that's more relevant.
That's one of them.
that.
Yeah, I can see that as well.
And they got it, and the evidence is shown on camera because they're street cameras nowadays. Even back then, they were street cameras.
Okay, this I want to keep this one going. I really do want to interject, if I may, Ronnie D. What was your previous thought about earlier?
About when I said Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. Or when I
that
say
it?
something about George Zimmerman. No,
No,
Tom,
before George
before
Zimmerman. Right. Because we were letting that finish.
George Zimmerman?
No, it was. You said, I'm going to let my homeboy finish.
Oh, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. When it comes to criticism, I know they're both young college girls who just entered the WNBA. Now, before then, see, Angel, these two girls have been the talk of the WNBA because they're both really good.
Yeah.
But see, I know it's when that one time where Angel Reese's team and Caitlin Clark's team went head to head against each other. Now, like you know, it is common knowledge that Caitlin Clark is a decent female basketball player for a white girl, but she's not really truly exception. If you want to be she got style when she does when she be hooping.
I think I recognize the name Caitlin Clark, the WNBA, right?
But one thing about it is that she is often known when she's beating her opponents, she taunts her opponents in the middle of competition. What? So when these two faced off in college, Angel Reese and her team, especially Angel Reese, was beating them, and Angel had to retaliate by taunting her. But when it's like, hold on. Because they basically in the end beat on Caitlin Clark's team.
Okay.
Angel Reese and her team beat her. Angel Reese is a young black woman. Caitlin Clark is a young white woman.
Yeah.
They're all college students. They just now became NBA entered the WNBA. But in their first round after that, you had all these white folks who are Caitlin Clark fans, and I know a lot of Caitlin Clark fans are white supremacists or bigots because they try to criticize Angel Reese for taunting her after they in the middle of the game because they were winning, and try to call her classless and stuff like that. And I was like, hold up, wait a minute. Y'all have no problem with Caitlin Clark does that to people, does that to other players, the opposing teams, but you got a problem when a black woman does it to her.
Wow.
You're right. Yeah, there's a lack of empathy there. It's like,
and I was like, what the fuck? Okay, this is and I was like, okay, a lot of you people. And see, here's another thing. When Angel Reese's team won, their prize for winning was they were gonna go to the White House to I think meet the president or something like that. They were gonna have a trip to the White House to meet Biden. But here's the thing.
Okay.
I forgot who it was. I think it was Biden's wife or Biden himself or Kamala Harris. I don't know who it was, but they basically said that they felt bad for the other team, the team full of white girls, because Angel Reese's team was mostly full of black girls.
Okay.
Kevin's team had mostly white girls.
Yeah.
And even though, despite the fact Angel Reese's team won, they try to make it. What they try to do is that. What Biden's administration tried to do is that I don't know if it's Biden's administration or his wife. I don't know. I forgot which one. They gonna try to throw a little bit of pity and say, you know what? We'll allow both teams to go to the White House together. And I'm like, what? Hold on, wait a minute now. But I bet you if Angel Reese's team lost, y'all would not be extending that same level of kindness.
What the fuck?
And see, that's the thing.
So it was because their skin color was darker, even though that team won, the privilege for the winner was given to both teams.
I'm not done yet. Let me get further. Biden and Kamala wasn't even rooting for the Caitlin's team. They wasn't expecting. They didn't want or bet or expect Angel Reese's team to win.
Really?
Yeah. It was admitted. They admitted they did not expect or want Angel Reese's team to win.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I guess if they don't follow that team, then they wouldn't.
So in the end, Angel Reese and her team didn't go to the White House. They didn't want to go because they said, I respect that. I think they didn't go. They chose not to go.
I mean, I would have still gone either way around, but I guess it's whatever at that point.
But that's not all. After that, You just had a whole bunch of these white folks treating Angel Reese out, just saying all kinds of ish about Angel Reese, saying this and that. You even had people who are the broadcasters and ESPN and all that, like Charles Barkley and Shaq and many others. Man, you even had them dogging out black women in the WNBA. Talking about y'all petty, man. Charles Barkley hit Super Bowl head ass.
Right. I mean, yeah, Charles Barkley's time is long gone. I can sympathize
And I was like,
with that.
bro, how you call them petty?
I'm not opposing what you said. I can see. I'm empathizing. I sympathize with where you're coming from because, like, man, you're no longer relevant. He is Charles Barkley is not relevant. His opinion doesn't matter and shouldn't count.
Well, they're broadcasters. They're broadcasters on the ESPN show.
Yeah,
one of the
I'm
ESPN
aware
shows.
of that. But it's still, they're replacing because the guys before them weren't all friggin' prior professional sports players. They were people who commented and actually studied and actually understood
actual journalists.
From a different perspective how the game is supposed to be played. And
basically,
I think though that if WNBA actually had the gall, they wouldn't be separate from the NBA. The men and the women would be playing on the same teams, if not separate teams against each other.
And well, see, that what makes it so bad. They had WNBA players play against high school boys, and so from what I'm told, from what was said and shown, they lost to the high school boys.
Yeah,
so
so
they can't beat a bunch of high school boys. They're not going to beat a bunch of grown men.
Why do you think the WNBA isn't very good when it's broadcast? There aren't many people who actually go to the games or even watch it on television.
And that leads me to another topic.
Not a lot of people want to watch it.
That leads to another. There was a comedian, Bill Maher, I think it was. He made a joke about it, like, why don't it's like how WNBA people when we complain about why don't people support women's sports? Why don't women's sports get paid enough? Why don't we do this and that? He made a joke like, well, bitch, maybe if y'all come to the games, maybe they would get better pay and shit.
Right? Yeah.
And like he was there, like, bro, he was going off. And see, I think that got him canceled because he was telling the truth, but in the form of a joke. Because like he was saying, like, because the WNBA is not proper, and it has not been proper in a while, in a long ass time since it's been around.
Yeah. And there are teams out there that have shown they're actually good. It's like, okay,
what's the
point of even having a separate sports system?
Hey, I have a solution.
It could have just been part of it could have been part of one family kind of deal,
And you have all these feminist chicks constantly complaining, not just the WNBA chicks, but the feminist chicks. And he's there like, well, if y'all feel that way, how come you feminists don't be coming in droves buying tickets and merchandise stuff?
Yeah,
problem solved.
You want to hear something funny about that?
Damn, man.
You want to hear something funny? Hey, guys, you want to hear something hilarious?
What?
Maybe just bring some fan shows. Maybe get some fan shows going on.
I mean, I mean, what is it? That one, the volleyball is pretty popular in Japan, and there are a lot of girls who play everywhere.
No, exactly, because maybe they need to figure out ways why people don't want to get into, and then try to get them into those stuff. Oh, I don't know. That sounds like a cool idea, I guess. Like, it's not. I don't understand how men's sports teams, we have what, cheerleaders and stuff like that, right? We got all this nice fan service stuff, right? Yeah, in women's, sports, let's be honest here, it's pretty boring. And
when it comes to volleyball, most people are playing in their swimsuits or something like that. Their bikinis. It's like, yeah, let's get a little fan service there.
Oh, but then again, you're gonna hear somebody gonna be counting me for that. Like, why would you want that? You're a fucking Kuma or something like that.
What the fuck? I
wouldn't be surprised someone probably say that about me, but I'm like, looking like, no, you need to be more interested in me. I don't want to be bored to death.
Alright, and if you're not gonna be interested, then just fuck off. Like, go do your thing.
Honestly, I like the art on Danbrew and Galbrew. The art I see on Danbrew is pretty good. But I love
it. I like it more than Danbrew.
God damn it.
What you are you familiar with Dan Boru?
Yep.
Stefan?
Something like that. Why?
Okay. Yeah. So I guess Ronnie D, that makes him a man of culture, don't it?
Yes, it does. Hold on.
Yeah, Gel Boru. Yeah, there you go. That's one of the bastard children of Dan Boru.
I honestly mostly go to Danbrew than Galbrew, but usually the times I do go to Galbrew for more arts.
Dude, there's so much art on both of it. It's surprising. It's not amazing.
Ooh. There's a lot of good stuff on Danbrew and Galbrew.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing. Someone Bep says there's Pixel, and I'm like, oh my god! It's like Pixel wouldn't exist without those places.
I mean, it's
Now, back to
but go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna finish up my topic real quick. Sorry, I'll let you finish when I'm done. Angel Reese, since she's got into the WNBA, and while she was also in college, has broken many records.
Yeah.
But it's like, no matter how many records her and her team breaks, you got all these people criticizing her and stuff like that, and still mad, pretty much still mad over the fact that she beat Caitlin Clark. It's like ever since that Caitlin Clark situation, all these mostly white people have been antagonizing her.
Okay.
And she like ever since Caitlin Clark started about to join the WNBA or has joined, all these new perks have come into place. And they riding in private jets now, new this and that, and all these. And you got guys like the sportscasters like Shaq and Charles Barkley, bigging up Caitlin Clark, and even LeBron James.
LeBron James?
Yeah, he is bigging up Caitlin Clark for bringing this opportunity. I was like if you're talking about if it weren't for Caitlin Clark, like treating her like she's some white savior. I was like, damn, y'all just go do Angel Reese like that? All these records this girl broke, and her team broke, and all these new it because like let's be real, Angel Reese also brought something to the table due to her performance too, and her team.
Oh shit.
But it's like hers is getting this thrown in the back burner and overshadowed because this white girl who's all right, who's pretty good, comes into the picture, and all of a sudden you got all these big companies investing all of a sudden, trying to make her seem like she's the next LeBron James or Michael Jackson.
I don't know about that. The next Michael Jackson is a bit of a stretch. That's a
huge...
Michael who?
Trying to make her seem like she's the next LeBron James or Michael Jordan even. You had people saying shit like that.
Did you? Did I hear?
Say it again.
I thought you said LeBron James or Michael Jackson earlier.
No, Michael Jordan.
Oh,
right. Michael Jordan.
You're referring to Michael Jordan, right?
Yeah, that's
come on, man.
Yeah, that's a horrible stretch. Like, come on, the girl ain't that good. If there was gonna be a female Michael Jordan, like, I ain't saying Angel Reese is
right.
Michael Jordan, but
that would be a stretch, like in fucking Space Jam,
right?
Out.
Jeez, man.
I ain't no LeBron fan, but even that was a stretch as well.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm like, what the fuck? No.
Or these people live in reality, or they just live in fiction.
And it's like everybody trying to paint all the black girl on WNBA players as being petty and jealous of Caitlin Clark.
Right.
Because they talking about that. Why y'all acting like this? Why y'all giving this girl so much hate with it? What about the hate y'all been giving Angel Reese?
Okay. Or an legitimate reason to like this person or dislike this person. That's because I want to know.
I don't know. It's because the people who are most giving hate are mostly bigots.
Dang.
And white and mostly Caitlin Clark fans who are predominantly white. Because let's remember, this is America, and the predominant race is white. The largest. Yeah.
So?
I mean, the percentage of black people going up over time. So.
Well, I mean, that is the thing. I mean, what he is describing is the way all cops are bad.
Oh God, I hate
That's
this
the same
premise.
logic.
I'll be right back, guys. I need to get a drink.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
But I had a drink.
But it's just that, it's like everybody just ignoring what Angel Reese did, all the stuff that her and her team have done. As soon as a white girl comes in the picture,
and there's been
y'all just overhyped. Like I ain't saying that Clayton Clark sucks or anything, but y'all overhyping that girl too much.
I can see where Ronnie D is coming, because there's been a lot of stuff I've seen or read about. I think it's Kate Clark the subscriber. You know, I obviously don't. I'm gonna say I don't know who the fuck Kate Clark is, but if she's who I think she is, and I'm like, okay, because I've been reading about this one white NBA basketball player girl or some shit. It's like I don't like what she is, you know, publicly known for doing. Like she.
Okay, I'm back.
That's like,
yeah, that's
if that's how she plays the game, or if that's how the kind of person she is, it's like I don't give two shits. You know, it's like
y'all trying to act like this girl is Larry Bird,
right?
Yeah, she ain't no damn Larry Bird. Get out of here,
right?
Yeah, take a hike.
I'll be honest, like these people, the more and more I hear about it, the more I'm like, I don't understand what the hell's going on when it comes to sports side of things.
And I'll make a conclusion on my thoughts that I mentioned, you know, I just shared, is that there's a difference between rumors as well. There's a difference when it comes to rumors.
Yeah.
Yeah, how you behave on the basketball court, you know, during a game, like everybody's gonna see that. Everybody's gonna know about it.
I mean, if somehow they don't know about it, then I don't know what.
They know about it. They see she does it publicly in the middle of a game.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But it goes over certain people's heads or faces.
Right. So they see it, and yet everybody is not talking or saying anything about it, which makes them all complicit.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Now, as for the George Zimmerman thing.
Yeah, bring it back to George Zimmerman, because when you brought that up, and then of course we're talking basketball, and you know I may have gotten names confused for whatever reason. I was like, oh yeah, that reminded me, George Zimmerman, Michael Jackson. What about when he got charged?
Oh yeah, they falsely accused him of being a
pedophile.
And here's the thing, you know why he never lost? Because the evidence didn't prove that he was guilty.
Exactly.
That's why people, a lot of people are, you know, it doesn't matter who you are, but a lot of people are like, oh yeah, he definitely was guilty. That's like, okay.
And also, his accusers admitted to lying.
When you hear about this, it's like, okay,
wait, you know what's
really
funny though?
That he did that? Would he have done that? You know?
I just thought about it. How come they accused of these? I mean, accused don't get punished for the shit they're doing.
Right? Especially when we see, and that's another thing I want to talk about. When women go to the law enforcement and tell lies, you see no punishment. And the man who they lied on, life get ruined, destroyed, and they had to start all over from the scratch. Whereas the women who did this is mostly often with women when they tell false accusations. There have been men who had their life destroyed off a lie and a false accusation.
Yeah.
Only for the public to eventually find out that she lied.
Yep.
Then that man gets out after spending this is much time in prison or jail, or having his life ruined, and has to rebuild his whole life back. To never get back the time that was taken from him. Like
it's not even gender or skin color specific. It's like anyone who lies, you know, who makes a false testimony or bears false witness against somebody, has the cops go after them.
No, a man who does it. I've seen men get punished for it. I've actually seen some men get punished for it. It's when it's women nowadays, especially nowadays.
Shit.
Because now you know that whole believe all women thing that goes around because of Me Too and all that stuff.
Believe all victims.
Fuck Me Too. I'm sorry.
Believe all women.
Yeah, fuck
And
that.
because everybody wants to believe all women, women get believed even when they're lying.
Right. Like there was a college incident where a guy he lost his ability to get a college education because some girl made a false accusation against him.
Yep.
Yep. Now this is why I said some of these females.
And that's just ridiculous. Like, if you gonna punish men, if you gonna punish men if they would this and stuff, how come you don't punish the women? Because it goes against the agenda and the narrative. That's why.
I say we should have equal punishment.
That's a good point.
Right? But see, if the moment that gets done, the moment that by chance comes into play, you'll have these feminists ready to argue against it and make a fuss.
I'm like, whoa. I'm looking
And
like,
let's be real. It ain't just Democrats who are soft when it comes to these feminists. It be sometimes Republicans too. No offense, but it be both ends that cater to these feminists. Feminism only is a thing. It only exists. It only has power because of the men that are in charge. Allow it to be there.
And why would they allow it to be there?
Because in some way they must be because I'm tell you why. Because now that women are in the workforce, because now women are working, and see, when you think about women, that they're more inclined to spend money compared to a man.
Well, you're right though. It benefits them because they're in positions of power, so it benefits their position to allow feminism like that to run rampant. And of course,
like in our country, it's the corporations that run things. Corporations run things. It's not the politicians.
What is the deeper connection, though, is that feminism is a branch. It's branched off of or influenced by socialism. And what is the increasing prevalence when it comes to these sort of situations? So that there's a lot more progressive policies. There's a lot more socialist-leaning regulations or rules. It's like, yeah, that's what they're doing. The communists would allow feminism because it allows for communism to grow.
Which also goes back to my main issue, is that it's weird as fuck. A long time ago, like there's a reason why I said time and time again why I can't stand these ridiculous policy changes and dumb laws, because first of all, if I did these things to a woman, I already know my ass is going to jail. And I'll lose my rights. But these people, they can't lose their rights. I'm like, what the fuck? You committed a crime. You should have every right to lose your rights.
True.
You can't.
Why do you think they don't change up their own rules on marriage? Marriage benefits women.
Their rights, but they should be held responsible. If they're going to do the crime, they ought to do the time.
I say you should get the same amount of time as a man gets. Like, why the hell? Why are they so special?
Yeah, because that goes back to what I was saying about the OJ case. Is that people have forgotten how to treat others as innocent until proven guilty.
Exactly, and that's why I agree with you.
No, you're charged with a crime. You're automatically guilty until you're proven innocent. And it's like, well, hold up a second. And then of course bringing that back around, it's like that's why I empathize and understand. I empathized and understood where Ronnie was coming from about, one group over here automatically assumes he's innocent, another group over here automatically assumes he's guilty, and it's all because of his skin color. And it's like, well, just treat the man as innocent until proven guilty and let the evidence prove it. Because if the evidence really was strong enough to prove that OJ was guilty, his dream team of lawyers would never have been successful to begin with, no matter how much they paid them.
Yeah, and that's the reason why I said.
No matter how much they paid them.
And that's why I said a lot of times, it's the same thing goes on nowadays. What's going on with the whole weirdness with the whole doctors respecting? It's like, I'm like looking at this bullshit. It's like, why do I feel like this is deja vu for some damn reason? Like, some people say he's innocent, some people say he's guilty, and I'm like, oh boy, this feels like a similar thing all over again.
Right, now bring that back around with, what Ronnie brought up. Ronnie D brought up George Zimmerman. Bring that around with Kev. His situation, may have been extensively covered by the media. It is probably very debatable whether or not it had more the George Zimmerman incidents and court case had any more attention than the O.J. Simpson court case got back on television, right? Who knows which one was more impactful, which one actually, cemented itself in American culture to a certain degree.
No, you're right.
But I'll go ahead and admit that there's only certain facts that I can remember and certain things that I am still aware of when it comes to the George Zimmer case. It's like, okay, do we know the whole story? What happened before? What happened all before anything was caught on camera?
See, that's the funny. We don't know the whole story, which is even more scary.
Just like with OJ, it's like, yeah, you know what? Maybe it's possible that they are 100% guilty. It's also possible they could be 100% innocent. Or
all I can say, in George Zimmerman's case, he was 100% guilty.
To have responded, or
yeah,
acted
definitely guilty.
Dead. Honestly, though, violence is never, no matter what, even if it's in self-defense, violence is not the answer. It's a means to stop or end the violence. When the other side it's clear that the other side wasn't engaging in violence, and this just came right out of the blue. It's like, okay, just because someone said something you don't like doesn't give you the right to kill them.
No, exactly.
Self-defense, because that's the whole thing about the joke they made in South Park about it was this really in self-defense?
There was no self-defense, bro.
That's what I'm getting at. Was this really in self-defense? That's where we got to ask the question.
I also want to go on this point as well with the whole George Floyd situation. I personally think we need to be careful being all sympathetic when it comes to criminals, because, yes, I get it. There are people who do a lot of. I mean, God damn it. I think my honest opinion, when I'm trying to come from here, is that I don't want to sympathize people who have a history of committing crime. What I'm trying to say, right? Like people who actually have a proven track record. Yeah, this person have did it, this, and now all of a sudden we want to go, oh yeah, guys, we want to feel sorry for all these criminals. Like, no.
You ever actually met somebody who was convicted of a felony and put in prison?
Repeat that question.
Have you ever actually met somebody, an American citizen, someone in your state, who actually spent time in prison for a conviction, an actual felony or something like that?
To be honest, that's no. Never have.
That's okay. No, that's okay. Maybe you might be lucky if you never have to, because then you'll never have to worry about whether or not you can trust them.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, there are plenty of people out there who have been falsely accused of a crime, getting a felony conviction, or they just get a conviction in general. There are, I'll say, I've met quite a few people who have spent time in prison. You know what?
What?
I don't feel bad for treating them with kindness, respect, and dignity. They did their time. As long as they can prove they'll behave and they'll treat others with respect and dignity, then what harm are they doing?
No, and you're right. Exactly.
Right? I'm just asking a question there. It's like, hey, you know what? You're cool with me I'm cool with you as long as you're cool with me. That's all that matters.
And that's the thing. And that's the thing that kind of baffles me the most when going back to the whole accusation part. Is that so? You guys familiar about a certain person we're friends with, right? Mr. Adam is 3, right? With the whole situation that he's going through, currently speaking.
What's he going through?
So, what's his name? So he's going through a situation where people decide to get him fired and stuff, and let's just say not only just get him fired, and then yet it sounds like he's been posting stuff on his Facebook and caused this mess. He's been going at it with a certain individual.
Dang.
That should not be named. And I'm like sitting there looking at myself like, at this point, I just think to myself, what is with people who feel so comfortable falsely accusing someone, stuff that you don't like, Like, I mean, I don't like folio art, and I'd be honest, I can't stand folio art and bony art. But I'm not gonna sit here and just think, hey, you know, let me destroy your life because I feel like it too. Maybe there's more to the surface to the whole thing, but I'm like, good grief. What is with people we willing to destroy someone else's life, but the moment someone destroys their life, oh, I suppose to feel sorry for them.
Yeah. Meanwhile, AJ, like, actually committing a crime can actually ruin your reputation. We all know that for sure.
Well, of course. It's going to be a matter of public record, so everybody's going to know about it, and your neighborhood's probably going to know about it. It's not going to be some sort of secret or cover-up. There's no conspiracy to keep your criminal activity from being viewed by the public.
Yeah, because we all know that
any citizen can go to their city hall and, you know, most likely request records. I mean, they provide services. You can pay for certain services at a city hall and find out about certain things.
You can get that stuff on the internet nowadays too.
Yeah,
right. I mean, these are public records and access to them, whether it's via the internet, a computer database, or via a physical book or something, a ledger or some sort. Like,
yeah, and that's the thing, AJ. Like actually. Yeah, and that's the thing, AJ. Like, actually committing a crime can ruin your reputation to make you a horrible person.
Right. And of course, that's when you're convicted of a crime. That was how it was, is that you're innocent until proven guilty. And it's like, oh, well, we present today the sad news that, yeah, they were guilty. The evidence shows they committed the crime. And so everybody should, you know, scorn them and give them, you know, a wide berth in terms of how much you will trust them. Because they have done wrong. Now it's like, oh, so-and-so has been charged with a crime and arrested by the police because they kept so-and-so in a closet for a week straight without feeding them or watering them or letting them out to use the bathroom. This pervert is going to prison. He should be fired from every job he has. It's like, hold on a second. Where's the fucking evidence?
No, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the weird thing.
Some people, when it comes to the media, especially, there's no respect for dignity.
It's like everyone want to crucify somebody for something, which is ridiculous. That's not how it works. Because at the end of the day, you can't just like, oh, this person did something I don't like. He should have no right to have a job or something like that. Like, what the fuck is going on?
And then they make up lies and they ruin your life, they dox you, all this jazz and bullshit because they want attention. They want to feel like they've got power, and they are willfully choosing to be irresponsible with their freedom of speech. They'll just say whatever in order to get someone else in trouble. It's
oh
like,
no!
what
You want to hear something funny about that? Oh yeah, you could do that until you get your ass knocked out, because you know the saying goes, "What comes around goes around." I don't condone violence, what I'm trying to say, but if someone would have kept doing that shit, if the law not be willing to help me, and other people are not willing to help me, what's stopping me from knocking your teeth out of you? Because you're actively trying to destroy my life. Because at the end of the day, right, it comes to the point, if you're willing to destroy someone else's life, you should be willing to, take whatever consequences you get to you. Now, with that being said, you can't just be going around, like, murdering people just because someone treats you like shit, right?
Kind of like that Amber Turd situation.
Yeah, and that's such much. Because I feel like a lot of people fail to realize you can't just go around just running your fat mouth thinking, hey guys, I'm going to falsely accuse you or something, or I'm going to try to destroy your life. But then the moment when someone decides to do that same exact thing to you, it's no one has fault but your own, man, that's a pen. Let's see.
Anyway, George Zimmerman, and bring it back to George Zimmerman, and maybe use Michael Jackson as a comparison between them and OJ.
Oh boy.
It'd be like that whenever black men in a position of power or celebrity black men get accused of doing something, the media goes out of its way to make sure that sticks. Make sure that sticks in your head. Make sure that you know that this person did this and that, or supposedly did this and that, whether it be true or not.
And I'm curiously, when it came to George Zimmerman, was the media very much about him being innocent or guilty?
No, well, because it was in broad daylight and he did it outright in broad daylight, and there was clear-cut evidence of it. You had back on Trayvon Martin's family and many black people want to see George Zimmerman get locked up, but this uncivilized mutt basically ended up getting off. When he was originally convicted of guilty, but then I don't know how, but he must know some powerful people. He must got some powerful relatives or something. Because then again, he is Jewish.
Oh no!
Okay.
Yeah, I said it. Well, I don't care. I said it. He basically ends up getting off and getting declared innocent. He gets off. He to this day is still alive and walking.
Wait, didn't he got arrested for abusing his wife though? That's when he finally got arrested.
No, I don't know. That was new. I ain't heard about that one.
So I was asking, did the news portray him as innocent or as guilty? What were they siding with? Because with OJ, that's one thing.
They were trying to go.
How was the media trying to portray OJ? Was he guilty or innocent? Like, oh, he's definitely guilty. Here's the next day of the court case. We're going to hear Johnny Cochran's argument. But then
interesting thing.
As a contrast, you know how the media portrayed Michael Jackson when he was taken to court? They presented him as 100% guilty. Do you guys know anybody else that was portrayed as 100% guilty when all it was a libel? A lawsuit regarding libel and slander. It wasn't an actual court case about their actual guilt of committing a crime. Vic Mignogna went through that.
Yeah, but I was going to say, interesting thing. How the media tries to do it when it comes to the white guys. They go and say allegedly. They always say allegedly was a white guy.
How is he white though?
He's Jewish. The guy's last name is George Zimmerman, and plus I seen a picture of him. Like he is white. He is a white guy, Jewish white guy.
Wait, you sure with it?
But
hold on a second.
But yeah, they on Zimmerman. When it's them, it's alleged. When it's black guys, it's they did it. There is no alleged. They don't say alleged, but it's alleged when it's white guys. If it's any other type of guy that's a black man, it's this.
The choice of words that the media uses is intentional. That is true.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
See, they were careful when it was George Zimmerman. They were careful not to make it seem like there's some reasonable doubt. They tried to make it seem like it was reasonable doubt by saying alleged and all that stuff. Even though it was clear cut evidence that he shot the boy in the face in broad daylight.
And then on the other side of that, if you connect it with OJ as another example, it's like even though there was evidence and actual anecdotes of the LAPD having tampered with evidence with previous cases and murders, it's like why wouldn't you not suspect any wrongdoing on their part in terms of making OJ look like he's actually guilty? That's on the other side. It's like, oh, well, there's evidence proving this guy he is clearly committed a crime. But then there's evidence on the other side. It's like, well, we know this particular police department is known for faking the evidence. And the way they present it, one way or the other, it's like, oh, well, the guy who's got the fake evidence planted on him by the cops, he's automatically guilty. The guy who's like, oh, hey, we have video evidence showing that you actually committed a crime, you're 100% guilty, and you can't argue your way out of it. It's like, oh, well, he gets off. It's like, it makes no sense. It's like, it really is as cut and dry as that can be.
Isn't that something else, man? That is just really ridiculous at the end of the day.
It's like,
it really is.
That's why it is annoying, if not frustrating, when somebody asks for Ronald Dragon's opinion, and then they get upset at him or they behave, they talk like they're upset because, you know, he was just sharing it from his perspective. He's not an expert. He's not God. He doesn't know that so-and-so actually committed a crime or killed 2 people. There's no. He can only go with what he's either read or what they've shown on TV about it. Like, you only got so many avenues by which to actually know the 100% true and undeniable story of whether or not a guy is guilty or innocent. And that's why, you know, so it's not fair. You know, I definitely understand why, you know, Ryan D may feel the way he does about certain things. He's like, no, man, you're absolutely valid in feeling that way. And it's not fair for some rando to come into a chat and just get on you because of you don't agree 100% on something.
And the really funny thing is, it's like in that same random that also accuse others of being quote unquote liberals. I'm like, dude.
Yeah,
like
really, you're just accusing them of what you see in yourself.
And I'm like looking at them like, dude, what if I
like? How dare you call me a liberal?
Right?
I'm sitting there looking like
I am neither one.
Yeah,
I'm independent, bitch.
Damn.
Right. It's like I'm rubber, you are glue. Whatever you say bounces off me and sticks to you. And you need a boo boo.
I think it's fucking childish. I'm like looking like, dude, what are you talking about? Not everyone, even you have someone on the same side, not everyone on the same side agrees with you. I know that's not true. Like, people don't naturally automatically go, oh yeah, I'm the same side with this guy, therefore I'm gonna agree with you. Like, what are you, a groupie? Or some shit like that? Like, come on. Can you think for yourself?
Yeah. Can you at least, you know, conversate in a respectful and dignified manner?
But they don't want to do that though, because
they don't want to treat others the way they treat others the way they want to be treated. That's why they are rude like that.
Because it's easy to talk shit about other people.
Yeah. Well, that's the only way they know how to get attention is to be abusive. And they want other people to be dumb.
Bigoted, ignorant, and just plain out rude.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's learned behavior. You're not born that way.
Yeah. Just like racism is learned behavior.
Exactly. That's why it's bad. Because it's based on a lie.
Hell,
it makes it
there's
wrong
a reason why
to treat people you know, differently because you believe a certain way. You know? That's wrong. And there's a lot of science behind it that they use as evidence that is based on fallacies. It's like, no, the science is proven that to be false. So you're basing your logic or reasoning to be hateful of someone based on evidence that has been proven contrary or does not exist at all.
Yeah,
there's no difference between our skeletons. There really isn't. It's like the difference between the skeleton of a chihuahua and the skeleton of a bulldog.
Is this one's fault to save you?
Was that something snoring?
Yeah, I just heard that.
Yeah, I just heard a snore. What the fuck? Hold on.
Stefan?
Fire
Devil, are you still there?
Oh no, he's knocked out.
I wonder if, you know, usually it'll show if their mic is muted, but it doesn't look like their mics are muted. I thought we were born, Ronnie D, I thought he was finally getting bored. It's like, oh, finally, the guy is getting vocal.
Yeah, this motherfucker went to sleep. Yeah, he fell asleep.
Wait. Oh my god, that's why we... Oh, shit. That's Ronnie D.
I'm on stuff on his phone.
Yeah, we can tell.
But yeah, he fell asleep.
Oh.
While watching anime.
Well, be sure to tuck him in.
He did stay up late watching TV, playing the game. So yeah.
Right.
Understandable. Understandable.
That's funny.
Damn. Hey, at least the good thing, it wasn't like on me. Fight though this time.
Right. But yeah, another thought I was having was that it's funny that they portrayed Michael Jackson in such a negative light too. It's like he was automatically guilty just from charges.
Wait, Nep, did you say my name?
Yeah, we were calling out for you earlier. We wanted to make sure you weren't asleep. But it turned out it was Stefan who had fallen asleep.
Oh no, I was muted. I was just muted. I was just watching something on YouTube.
We couldn't tell, so it's cool.
Yeah, I was just watching something on YouTube, so never mind that.
So yeah, now we're just waiting for Johnny B to get back.
I highly thought Tiny T is gonna get back. Wait.
Well, it's a good point. It's a good breaking point. Did you have any other thoughts you would want to share, Nev? Or what about you, Fire Devil? Any thoughts you want to share?
Well, not particularly.
I think it's a good time. Oh.
Fire?
I'm here. I just said not particularly.
Right. So I asked, how you been lately?
Well, I've been pretty good, but not too bad. But I'm not really gonna explain what happened. I just had to deal with some guy that went nuts over his former friend on. Yeah, and apparently, well, I'm not really gonna explain too much of it, so I'm just gonna explain only a little bit of it. Gone through a situation that was on my server, so.
Okay.
Wait,
you said earlier that you and Stefan are collabing.
Collabing? What?
Yeah, that you're streaming together. So like
No.
he comes on your channel or something, or was that Nep that I'm thinking of?
What? That wasn't me.
Stefan was on somebody said that Stefan was hanging out on their channel a lot more often. So I was like, oh, okay, are they collabing?
Oh yeah. Okay. So I actually said that he usually comes on my streams every now and then. Oh yeah, I did say that before. I know I did.
So you and Stefan have been hanging out more online.
Well, usually Stefan comes on my streams.
Yeah. So he's there to chat with you a lot more.
Yeah, he usually comes with my streams along with two of my buddies with one of my buddies that usually comes on my streams too.
Good.
I occasionally come to his streams every now and then. I may be in Mr. Anime 243 Steam, so Chinese.
I'm back, boy.
I mean, Nep, you came on my streams with DBZ and TT for life, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you remember that thing. Yeah, you were in my streams with DBZ and GT for life.
I remember DBZ and GT for life.
He's a pretty cool guy.
Yeah, he's pretty
Neo
cool
was
guy.
pretty fucking awesome. Neo was pretty awesome.
I miss Neil.
Yeah. By the way, AJ, I wanted to talk to you about something.
What's up?
So about the computer thing. So I asked my mom to actually. I showed my mom a picture of something from Best Buy that I could use for future videos for like a device that looks like a computer, but it actually looks like a Nintendo Switch, but it's a white. It's an Ace something, but I did show my mom the picture, and she said to ask my dad. I didn't get a chance to ask my dad about it, but I did show my mom the picture that one guy requested, but just to make my video my streams a lot better and usually have a better mic and other stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, I probably should get a job or something so I can actually afford a computer.
Right. You know, depending on how much, what kind of job you get or what kind of work you do, it's actually, in terms of pricing, one could just build their own computer and buy the parts individually.
Wait, Nep, hold on. Okay, let me search that. Let me search for that.
So who knows what you could get?
Oh wait. Oh yeah. Okay, so an ASUS ROD Alley. Yeah, that one. That's what the guy told me about. That one guy, Lugidero27, told me about.
Okay.
So he told me that I can use this for like future streams and a better mic or something. Yeah. This at least looks better than using a computer, but it looks like a Switch, a Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
Looks like a Nintendo Switch, to be honest.
Yeah.
So, AJ, what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. I was wondering when Ronnie D was going to get back.
I'm back. What's up, guys?
Oh, okay.
Okay. AJ, I was actually going to ask when your birthday is coming up in July.
Tomorrow.
Oh, wait. Oh, July 13th. Okay.
Johnny Durag.
Yeah, you guys haven't. Yeah, I saw that. Why do you guys, do any of you follow my Twitter?
I think I did follow your Twitter before.
I do.
I think I did.
Yeah, I've been posting about it.
So wait.
They got on Twitter lately.
Yeah, but AJ. Sorry about that. But AJ, you said you had a stream coming up planned. Was it that time?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you told me on DM. So.
Yeah. Ronnie, like his thoughts were, because he's been invited. I hope he can make it if he's not busy.
Yeah, you gonna be on YouTube or on Twitch?
Yeah, I am.
Alrighty.
But welcome back, Ronald.
You've got a channel. You've got some permission, so you come in. If you see anything out of line, you got the hammer.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So I was actually thinking about getting a job at GameStop.
At GameStop?
Okay, hold on. Let me educate you. It may seem like a cool job, but it's not as glamorous as you think it is. From friends who I had friends who worked at GameStop.
And and here's the thing. Yeah, that's going to be retail. It's going to be a tough job. It is.
Yeah, I work in retail. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I work in retail too.
Ah, damn.
Yeah.
I was
but when it comes to GameStop, boy, the pay don't be worth it.
Okay. I'll be honest with you, Ronald. I only wanted to work at GameStop because I liked video games.
Okay.
I understand that, but
if you want a real experience though, when it comes to working in a game store like that, then you should look for a small time or private GameStop game store, one that doesn't buy games other than that's not GameStop. Find something that's more, individually owned, and you'll see that it might be more enjoyable than GameStop. GameStop definitely has the market dominated. They're pretty much the only game store like that in any mall or city.
Oh, okay. So yeah, but
a smaller, one that's not named brand. There are places that they buy and sell games, but it's not GameStop. Yeah.
So. Oh yeah, but Ronald. First of all, I just want to say I thought of this because I wanted to get a job that involves gaming, and also, are you telling me that in GameStop you get paid barely? You get paid barely? You barely get paid, right?
I mean, you get paid. It's just not a lot. It's not. It's the minimum wage is not that high. Even for when you're working, even for working in retail, by retail standards.
Especially if it's going to be your first job.
But Ronald, I'm telling you, I just wanted to work at a store that involves gaming. So
yeah, well,
and see, here's another thing too. Sometimes you gotta just be someone that just more than that. It's gotta be more than that sometimes. Because there's a strong chance you don't always get it.
GameStop is more than games. They sell figurines. They sell anime. Like it's not a. It's like why are you
merchandise.
Why do you guys call yourselves GameStop when you sell, they literally sell T-shirts?
At this point, they might as well just rebrand to something I don't know, call it Geek Stop, something like
They
that.
even sold
GameStop
GameStop branded
sounds good.
cereal.
Geekstop sounds good. Then you'd have all the Call of Duty Modern Warfare fans who are big time jocks and all muscle bound. Be like, oh hey, yeah, we're in the same store as all the geeks that used to read those funny comics back in school.
That makes sense. That actually does make sense, AJ.
Yeah. That's the reason why I call it Geek Stop
Might
for a
as
reason.
well be called Comic Stop or something.
What about Nerd Stop? What about Nerd Stop?
Right.
Oh
Right?
God. Don't
Just call it EB Games. Everybody snaps.
Wait, I actually have heard of EB Games. That was in Canada too, but
Yeah, they were bought out by GameStop a long time ago, I believe.
Yeah,
yeah.
I remember when they were still around when I was growing up.
Yeah,
Dude,
guys.
You know how much fun it was actually to be able to go from one store to the other and find the thing you were looking for that the other didn't have? Like that was what made it lead the two, especially GameStop, known was that you could find things at one store and you'd be able to get what you wanted, but then you got to go to the other side of the mall because they didn't have what you wanted, but the other store did, and it's like, hey, I just had a really good day finding what I want. Like it was nice to be able to go to more than one store.
Yeah, and also there was actually an EB Games in Canada as well where I live. So there used to be an EB Games too.
Yeah, there used to be. They used to be all over the country, all over the continent. It's like how Blockbuster used to exist anywhere. Now it's only in one town in Oregon.
You have to pick up Blockbuster, didn't you?
And yeah, I did. And of course, it's basically considered a landmark of some sort in that town. Like they won't tear it down.
Yeah, I don't blame them because why would you waste all the tax money for what? Just to have a store?
I remember getting so many good games at EB Games.
I remember I used to watch Pokemon movies. When I went there.
Right, and of course, I remember getting my first PlayStation 2 at the GameStop. Back when you could buy and trade PlayStation 1 games.
Oh yeah, and there was also another store. It's like there was similar stores. What was it? To Blockbuster, like Hollywood. I remember correctly.
I think that's what I would say, based on what we've seen ever since, is that GameStop hasn't done backward compatible games from previous generations of consoles because of what PlayStation did with the PS3. Like, oh yeah, it's not backwards compatible, so there's no point for you carrying or selling a PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2 or any of their related games. And it's like, shit, where it all went.
They probably sold them all, or I hope they didn't scrap them all.
No, but I mean, there's people out there who may be throwing that stuff away because no one's willing to buy or trade for it. There's so much stuff. There's so much lost media now because of that.
And you could think the people nowadays are like, oh, I don't want a physical media. Who want these CDs and DVDs nowadays? I'm like, motherfucker, I do.
Right? But then of course they go and they buy those T-shirts and figurines over at GameStop. Their favorite anime character. I think they got My Hero Academia Funko Pops at GameStop.
Oh God, Funko! I'm better keep my mouth shut about Funko Pops now.
I can't remember. It's one of those. It's one of those kind of things. But they got all the different anime out there. They got all the different movies. Superhero stuff, comics, whatever. And it's just like, wow, they don't really sell games all that much anymore.
It's kind of making you raise a question. Why would they now do it nowadays?
Especially since a lot of it has gone to digital instead of physical.
And
yet, like I said, it's like, well, then why are you buying the figurines and why are you buying merchandise at all? That's physical. So it's like, there really is though. There is a new revolution or movement to bring back the popularity for physical media. So who knows how that trend might work out. What do you think, Ronnie D?
Talking about them trying to bring back on physical media again?
Right. Or would you like to bring back a topic that we may have missed?
I do want to agree with you, but lately I've been seeing a lot of old classic games from the previous consoles coming back on the PlayStation. One example is Sly Cooper.
Digital though, right?
Yeah, on digital.
Right. But then what about the people who actually have the physical copies still?
I still have the physical. Me and my brother still have the physical copy.
Good.
And the console, and the old console. So yeah, we don't like throwing away our stuff. We keep them. Yeah, they still work. Well, this PlayStation needs to get fixed. My PlayStation still works.
Okay,
so
so
in my 3.
That it can play. That you can play the original disc.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Wait, Fighter, you said something?
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be those old games and those old consoles, though. It's like, hey, all we got to do is start demanding physical copies of the games for our current consoles. Kind of like how, did you know that vinyl records are still being produced?
Yeah, I've heard.
Yeah, so it's like when CDs and digital became like that was it, and then people were like, "Well, we don't want to, we like vinyl. It may not have the best sound quality compared to CD and pure digital streaming, but it's a collector's kind of market, and even modern bands today will produce actual vinyl records just for the hell of it, but they only make a certain quantity, right? Well, there's still people who buy and trade and sell those things. Like it's still out there. So I do. That's just one example of how physical gaming can still exist. It's that we got to demand. We've got to want it.
So yeah, did you guys know that you can actually play you can actually play the old NES games on a computer now?
Well, yeah. I
thought that was obvious.
For 20 years.
I've been doing that ever since I was. Yeah, I've been doing that for a long time.
Yeah, there was even a website called Game Oldies. You can actually play NES games, Sega Genesis games, and any old video game that was like 8-bit and from the NES. Yeah.
They're good old games, GOOOO, and you can play a bunch of old games for PC that could only be played on the previous operating systems, and on modern operating systems, they're either not compatible or they don't run at all.
Yeah, like I've been also playing Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland, my childhood game, and even Kirby and the Amazing Mirror.
Right. What about you, Ronnie D?
My old games?
Yeah.
Mostly whatever I could find. I'm probably gonna try to finish up Sly Cooper. I'm waiting for Sly Cooper 2 and 3 to drop, and Thieves in Time, obviously.
All right.
But I'm still pissed that we didn't get to Sly Cooper 5.
Yeah, I do remember when Sly was pretty popular. I never played it.
I love the double. I already bought most of the Double Dragon series, old school ones as well, and the newest one.
And I even played the old Mega Man games online when I found out that I can actually play the Mega Man games online. Yep.
Actually, they told that you can buy some of the Mega Man games on PlayStation. The collection.
So I guess then you guys never played the original, I believe it was Super Nintendo Dragon Ball Z fighter games. I emulated those.
I've seen it.
I've played those on emulator for Super Nintendo on PC.
Actually, I have a friend who let me on who one time gave me on the actual game itself.
Right. I think I played an emulated version of a game that was released on. Actually, no, maybe I'm mistaken. I think I at one point I actually owned the PlayStation. They released a bunch of the PlayStation games, the DVZ PlayStation games. I had a few of those. I think I may still have one of them. I'm talking the ones that existed before Budokai, the first DVZ Budokai game was ever produced for PlayStation 2. I'm talking PlayStation 1 DBZ games.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know some of the old school PlayStation 1 games were kind of... Some said they were cringe, but when you look at...
You think they're cringe now, but you look... I mean, back then when those...
But see, that was back then. That's what I'm trying to say is that people from this area say it's cringe. I said, bro, that was back in those days when you didn't have all this HD and stuff like that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Can I time a second?
Today would be considered cringe compared to the DBZ PlayStation 1 games of yesterday.
Wait. Can I see this? Oh, I'm sorry. Cringe, right? Oh, you're Zulu and you're being offended by things you don't like? Damn. Poor Shane. You don't know what's good
Hold
to
up.
you.
Giant Durex said, might be off topic, but are any of you into anime triple X vids?
Do they mean hentai? Animated
Hentai?
I think that's what he means.
Yeah, I'm guessing anime porn.
I mean, I don't really care at the end of the day.
Spider Pig does whatever a Spider Pig.
Hey, what's good? How's it going, Spider Pig? Welcome, buddy.
Can't swing from a web. No, he can't. He's a pig. Look out.
Why would you do this to me, AJ? You want to hop on, buddy?
I find it funny he's talking about hentai. I
You
think
did
I
the
like
Homer Simpson reference, AJ.
Link is right here if you want to hop on.
Uh-oh.
Huh.
Spider Pig does whatever a Spider Pig does.
Not you too, Ronald.
Look out, cause it's Spider Pig.
You did the Simpsons reference. The Simpsons.
I love the Simpsons.
Oh yeah, me too. By the way, guys, I think I
And
gotta go.
they're better than Family Guy.
Oh yeah. By the way, guys, I think I gotta go. My phone's at 2% now, so thank you guys for having me on.
Later.
All right. Later, buddy.
See you guys.
Later, Gator.
Yeah.
Catch you later.
Oh yeah, speaking of old games.
Flintstones are better than The Simpsons.
Honestly, I'm not gonna
Flintstones were The Simpsons before The Simpsons were The Simpsons.
I know, but it's just that, I don't know if they're still better. Because if you're going to say that, I'd say the Jetsons are better than Simpsons.
Here's the funny thing. Flintstones and Jetsons, that was the Simpsons and Griffins of yesteryear.
So,
yeah.
That's me.
It's like, what the you can like both.
Yeah, that's me in the distance. I'm
It's
more
like,
of a
it's like
really
Star
kid
Trek
thing,
Generation,
kind of
Generation versus Star Trek original series. It's like it doesn't have to be one or the other. It doesn't have to be a dichotomy.
Star Wars is better than Star Trek.
Okay, sure,
damn.
whatever.
Damn, get him!
Shots fired! Wow. It's like I was just saying, you can like both. You can like Star Trek and enjoy Star Wars as well.
That's me who like Tom and Jerry and the Looney Tunes show.
There's another one. Do you know how many different animation styles Tom and Jerry has had?
A lot.
At least, hold on. The main ones that we know of from like Cartoon Network and back in the day and shit. There were 4 different art styles. There were 4 different eras of Tom and Jerry over like friggin' what 5-6 decades, and it's like, yeah, you can like all different versions of Tom and Jerry and still call it Tom and Jerry.
Oh no, like I can use a good example for myself. I like the 90s and 2000s art style more than the new art style nowadays, because of like, I guess it's probably because the fact I grew up with it more often and I used to watch it in Cartoon Network, so of course I'm more fun with it. Especially they have no humans involved as well too, so that's.
Well, it's also like how Dexter's Lab had a difference in art style between certain, when it went from the first seasons to the later season. There was a sharp contrast, and yet you could still call it Dexter's Lab, and yet, do you like the original designs or the later designs? People recognize it as, oh, that's Dexter's Lab, and they can say they enjoy both, even if they do prefer one over the other. It's also like, because there was a slight difference in Samurai Jack even.
Yeah, I recognize that too when I thought about it. Especially for season, what was it, the 4th season, and then the 1st season, and then the
original seasons were definitely, it's kind of like with the original animation style for Dexter's Lab. The original stuff was a little bit better. There was just something better about it, But then the later stuff, it's like, okay, we can see why they make those changes, and we can enjoy them. but there was definitely a difference. And with Samurai Jack, there was a lot of good stuff throughout. And you can tell the final season was definitely Samurai Jack. And yet in the first couple seasons, like, you can see what made it Samurai Jack. It was a start and a finish.
No, that's pretty much the point. That's pretty much the main point at that point. Is that there's a reason why sometimes I laugh my ass off and I'm like looking at the types of people get. Wait. Huh. What the hell is this shit? Huh, main topic. Have any watched XX anime videos?
No, it was a previous question.
Oh.
Excuse me.
Well then.
Why? Did you finally have an answer to that?
No.
Okay. Because I'd recommend one. I'm just going to put it in chat. There.
Oh no! I was gonna recommend. Actually, I should troll today.
Yeah, that was something different.
Oops.
Oh, har. The classic. Yeah, bravo.
Hey, I mean, you want to be a toast? I can troll.
How about oh god, what is that one show? Something. This is. Hold on. No. It's something Sora.
Oh, Social Harmony?
Huh?
No, Social.
No, it's some sort of anime or hentai, and it's about twin siblings or something. Silver hair.
Oh no! I know you're talking about.
Sora knows something.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
This anime. I misspelled it, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's one. That's a triple X, I guess. Yosoga no Sora. Is that it?
That was a vision. I remember correctly. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I think that's it. Oh god. Yeah. Holy fuck.
I mean, I will say this though. It has good music though. That's one thing I can give it that.
And that's the cool thing, back when that first came out, nobody thought that there would be an anime for it. It wasn't on the top of the list when it came to what show should we produce based off of what content.
I still today remember the fact that I still remember one key thing though in the past though. I remember the amount of people back then wasn't having an issue with incest anime. They're like, oh, whatever, I could just review it. Nowadays, yeah. Nowadays, people lose their shit about incest nowadays.
They lose their shit about everything, man.
I know, and it's like, it's funny. It's like, I'm like, wait a minute. What was these people I was in high school and middle school? That's a scary thing. I'm like, wait. I don't remember you people being this freaking out over this nowadays. I mean, if these people was in my high school, I'm like, okay, thank you for giving me good anime choices. I wish I still watch the anime then. Oh well. I guess I grew up in the era where we're not really as thought of compared to some people that come to anime. Like, holy shit. Oh. Oh, that was fast.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of memes about that one. And it was like, that definitely looks like something very mature. That's a mature audience. Rated M.
If only people know what that means nowadays.
Everybody knows what that means.
But do they actually act like that though?
Right. What about you, Ronnie D?
Oh, sorry.
This
Oh, but I was waiting for y'all to finish your conversation because I was going to tell you that it was about time for me to wrap things up.
Okay. Good.
All right.
Here's my other question. Besides that, I was thinking that myself. I was going to ask if you had anything that was rated M for mature to recommend.
Hold on a second. AJ. Quick question, AJ. Who you are on Discord?
What's my name on Discord?
Yeah.
Same as it is here.
What the? Oh. Okay.
Thanks for having us, Ronnie D.
No problem.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for being here. I appreciate you guys.
Hope you're able to schedule another one of these next month.
Hopefully, I might do another this month. Who knows?
Who knows?
I'll keep you guys posted if I do.
Awesome. Well, I hope I get to see any of you guys out there over on my stream tomorrow.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
Thanks for having me.
No problem,
Anyway,
buddy.
I better head out though. Nice seeing you guys.
Yep.
Nice seeing you too, buddy.
Good talking with you, Nep. Have a good night.
Likewise.
Why did you make me do this? You're fighting so you can watch all of these mascots die. Think, Luigi. You'll outlast every fragile, insignificant franchise in this game. You'll live to see these series turn into pachinkos or mobile only. Everything and every game from your childhood will be ruined. What will you have after 500 consoles?
You, Mario, I still have you.